We live the game your way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Local Sports Network as we gear up for our match of the round on Local Sports Network, which is Diamond Creek visiting the home of Greensborough Football Club. And a welcome for the very first time to the commentary box. Arguably, can we build you up? The greatest commentator never to commentate, we're going to call him. Welcome aboard, Ben Keane. Huge day ahead on what is a very important match for both sides.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. We're up to be here. Obviously, to be a part of something that you've produced for a while now. So, yeah, fantastic.
No, it's going to be a big one. Ben, this is a really big game here because if it doesn't go the way of the Borough today, they'll be staring down the barrel of 1-4 after 5 rounds, and that's just not where you want to be. That's a long way to come home. And if, on the other hand, if Diamond Creek end up going down today, they're still in good nick, but then they've lost a couple to sides who will finish above them, and you really start worrying about that 5th and 6th position.
Yeah, look, I obviously watch Greensborough weekly, but with the footage from the NFNL, I watch pretty much every single game during the week. I love what Diamond Creek's bringing to their game. They bring a lot of speed. Their carry and run with it. It's fantastic. Greensborough, look, they've been a bit stiff, like obviously up against Banyule. Banyule played fantastic. Langford in the back line that day was just enormous. But I just feel Greensborough is not a settled side. So obviously with the big ruckman coming in today, Nathan Howard, that frees up Big Zeus from playing in the ruck. And Will McFawn, I should say. Sorry, not Zeus. I call him Zeus because he's chiselled like a Greek god.
Similar to us.
Yeah, very similar to me. I don't know about yourself, Daz, but look, I think once the year goes on, and I hope it doesn't take too long for him to get a win, but I think once they settle, I think they're still top 4 side.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think both of these sides realistically could play finals still. If Greensborough get the win today, I'd say their season's back on track, and they've had a couple of learned ones. The ones against Banyule, they probably should have won, but as for Diamond Creek, they got over the line against Bundoora. Unfortunately, didn't go their way last week, but they're going to, for a side that's come up, they've proven to be quite well. I want to go through a couple of stats with you, Keeney. I'll read out the Diamond Creek one. So they're averaging 288 disposals. Diamond Creek a game. What have you got for Greensy?
I've got 294. They love it with their handballs, so what they really go with. So they're a run and carry side.
They're about even. Diamond Creek are above average on kicks, 190 kicks a game to Greensborough's
176.
So there's a win to Greensy, and we know it's a numbers game, but then on their handball, they're at 97 handballs. They're below average on the handballs, Diamond Creek.
Yeah, 118, obviously, with Greensborough.
So, and they're classified as average, and then you go to Diamond Creek. Their contested possessions is ranked elite. It's the only thing they're ranked elite on, and they're averaging 133, but the difference isn't huge, is it?
No, it's not a big difference, but it's the contested balls in the middle is a lot as well. So, looking across to your stats there, you got your clearances at 44,
yep,
and Greensborough's at 35. So Greensborough really needs to sharpen that up. Having the Mitchell brothers out of the side, that's obviously cost them a fair bit.
Looking to transform your home
but,
business.
We look.
Sorry,
you know what?
Tap the button there.
No, you're right, mate. I know you're new to it, but obviously. You win it in the guts, and then that opens the rest of the ground up for you. So,
couple of things. I have a look at Diamond Creek's major possession getters on averages, averaging 27 touches. Darcy McPherson obviously only played the one game, not playing. Nathan Searle is also out, played the 2 games, averages 22. Ewan McPherson out suspended, played the 3 games, averaging 18.3. They're 3 big names for them to have out. But then you have a look at Jacob Booth, Taj Logan and Dale Marshall, the other 3 in the top 5 or 6, and they're all superstars as well, aren't they?
Bit of a man crush on Dale Marshall. I've loved watching his football for many years. Even when he went over to East Keilor to play football in the AFL, he was elite over there. The football that he produces on a weekly basis is just second to none. So, but from Greensborough's point of view, we've got Jack Johnson that's been a bit of a swingman for us, along with Brindley. Jack Johnson's went forward the last couple of weeks, and he's, you know what, you could play that bloke on Mars and he'd get a kick. So he's elite, but like I said, once his side settles and they settle in their positions and get going, I think Greensborough's, watching them against Heidelberg last week, it was pretty close game for a half of football.
Yep.
Heidelberg's just out of this league, to be completely honest. It was fantastic to actually watch them last week. I wish they didn't get the chocolates, but they did. But half of football,
supreme.
Yeah, they were. They were fantastic. But where I just feel as though, like at one stage, we had Neil Brindley, his son playing, Tom Brindley, playing him at full back. Like, the bloke's a superstar, and we're just plugging holes, and you can't plug holes to win games.
And I think both sides are still plugging a couple of holes. You've got Will Mitchell out for Greensborough, who I think is probably their best player at the moment when he's on the field. So him being out, and obviously Tom Mitchell's a game by game. You get him for 5 or 6 games. Not something you can rely on or put into any of your game plans, but he's not here today. And then, but the return of Nathan Howard in the ruck is something they've been missing, because what that does is it frees Will McFawn up now to go forward or back or go wide, whatever he chooses to do. He can play anywhere. He's a bit like a Tom Brindley. So from that aspect, I'm really looking forward to see what that does. And then you've got the big fish back, Ben Fisher back, broken jaw, quickest return from a broken jaw in history. What is it, 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Tough, unlike his dad, who's got absolutely no toughness in him whatsoever.
Yeah, no, little bit of rain today, and he's sitting in his car. It's
he's
too
got
much
his lights
for the big
on
fella.
over there. We can see him. He's probably tucked up in his cardigan. Wears a heater jacket, that bloke, no good. But in all seriousness, Ben Fisher coming back into the side, since he hasn't been in that side, for me it's been a really big hole for them. And just getting those two back in, it frees up others to play a more of a natural game, doesn't it?
100%. It's one bloke I'm actually expecting him to have a big game today is Raiden Garrard down deep for Greensborough. He takes the number one backman every week, but having Ben Fisher there, Ben Fisher gets off the leash. Hopefully they man up on him, and that allows Garrard to go.
Yep.
But if I say one bloke that really needs to give something for Greensborough today is 100%, it's Garrard.
For me, I go to the other side and head over as the boys get ready. They start to go into their huddles. I'm really impressed by Taj Logan. Like, absolute sensational player for me. He's a kid that's probably, if he stays in the league, which is doubtful, he's on Carlton's list at the moment. He's in and out, and he's only a baby still. Under 19s eligible last year as well. Played senior footy. He's an absolute superstar, and I think he's on his way up. He is the guy that can destroy this side. Dale Marshall, we spoke about. Cade Garraway, I'm the world's biggest fan of the way he goes about his footy. He's got no fear, this kid. He plays like a 6 foot.
So he's nothing like his dad.
No, we're not getting... Ash sponsors the show. We're not getting stuck into Ash. We won't have any of that. But then you look at... They've got other guys. Miller Connell's come up. You know, he's another kid that come up last year from 19s. He's got some really good hands on him up forward, so that'll test him up there today as well. And then you got Donaldson. Farrar's back in the side. Liam Farrar's, you know, when he's not at Carlton, he's here. He is a superstar. So both sides have some genuine sides. For me, this is a $1 game. I don't know who's going to win it going into it.
Yeah, it's definitely a flip of the coin. It's whoever settles quickly and gets it on their terms.
But Greensborough definitely need the win, because 1 and 4 just doesn't compute well enough when they've got Montmorency next week, North Heidelberg the week after that, and Bundoora the week after that. That is a tough run if they don't get the job over the line there at all. So I think we're in for an absolute crackery game. Umpire heads into the centre, so we might be just about ready to go for the official first game of the great Ben Keane, the man who's been rated the best commentator never to commentate regularly. This could be pretty special.
I just want to thank me mum for giving that recommendation of the best commentator. She's been my biggest fan.
All right, the umpire looks towards the timekeeper's box. Ball gets raised into the air, and we're going to be underway here, Benny, pretty quickly. Umpire throws it straight up in the air. No win. They both get a bit of hands on it, picked up very quickly by Ben Ham in the middle, taking a ground. Umpire's pretty much going to not bounce it. He's given a free kick to Dymo. Dymo get rid of it quickly into their forward 50.
Surprise, Mr. Reliable.
Jackson Davies comes out wide to the wing on the commentary side box. A chip doesn't quite hit his target there, and I think that was Ben Ham again there. Ball's going to go to ground and get wrapped up on the half-forward flank of Diamond Creek on the commentary side of the ground. Umpire's just saying, make sure I got enough space to get out, and up it goes. A tap-out win there to Howard. Ball hits the ground, picked up straight away by Diamond Creek, but Ben Ham gives him absolutely zero. I think it's Hammy again, is it?
We've got Will McFawn sitting at full back today. Played in the ruck all day last week, so
beautiful.
Back to his...
tapped out, swing tackle maybe on Harry O'Dronico. Gets pushed to ground, a little bit of jump of pushing, and just checking what hair products each guy is using out there, I think is what they're saying, aren't they, Ben?
Yeah. Well, I don't use hair products because there's not too many feathers on top of mine. So
ain't that the truth? Ball gets thrown up, hits the ground straight away, head over the ball straight away from the Greensborough player, and it goes to ground. It's going to be another ball up, straight into the play the boys are. Ball goes up again there, and I think it's Rosenbrook. Make sure it gets pushed out, picked up by the Diamond Creek player, met by the Greensborough player straight away, which is Ben Ham, and the ball is tied up. It's
super active Ben Ham, and they're getting into him.
That's all right. I think they're just
get your hands off Marshall there, guys.
Great pick up there. Ben Ham gets the hands off, falls into the hands of the Diamond Creek player, who's right on his forward 50, tied up there by McCubbin as well, tackled by Diamond Creek on the 50-metre line, I think it is, for Diamond Creek. So we're a couple of minutes in here. Sorry, guys, we're just checking something there with the audio. All good. Ball gets kicked in, picked up there by Compton in the background, gets a handball off into the deep pocket. Effective and caught on very quickly. Gets his own ball back there. Comp gives the ball off, and there's a kick right onto the 50-metre line. Umpire says it's going to be a Diamond Creek free kick, about 55 metres out from goal, on a 45-degree angle close to the boundary line. He's not going to make that distance, so he's going to either pop it up there, I think, Ben, which is exactly what he's going to do. Big pop-up right into the goal square, couple fly, and push through for a rush behind. Howard
getting back to help the backs out. I haven't seen him play football because it's obviously my first year at the Borough this year, but all reports he's just elite around the ground. So pushing back there, helping out the back line, fantastic.
Kick-out's going to be taken by Ben Panham, and he goes off straight away out to the far wing side, down the throat of Comp, takes it out on the 50-metre line, goes for a little bit of a run, tries to hit the target. He does that right on the half-back flank. Ben Ham's asking for it at the centre, and here it comes, Ben. You asked for it.
Here's my man, Raiden Garrard.
That's holding the man.
Good boy.
Free kick, Greensborough. Raiden Garrard, I think it is it?
Yeah, it is Raiden Garrard. Called it earlier that we need a lift out of Raiden Garrard.
He's going to go. He goes for the chip kick in. He's looking for the big man up front, and he hits him. No dramas in the world. I would have paid it 3 grabs. Umpire says play on. Brandon Comp taken maybe over the shoulder. Doesn't get the ball, goes to ground. Tapped out by Greensborough's Tom Brindley in the background, I think it was. Falls back into the hands of the big man, Nathan Howard. It's going to fall over in the pocket near us. The Diamond Creek's everywhere trying to pick up. Was a tackle holding the man, though, and umpire's right on it in the right spot. Correct decision. And the ball will be taken back into play here by Jack Empery, who goes for the kick down the wing but turns it over straight away to Bolton. They say you pushed him out, and now I think it's Miller Connell will take the kick.
He's been fantastic, Bolt, since he's come over from Watsonia. He's really found himself at home and in the back line. He's the use of his ball is fantastic.
Not sure who number 7 is for Diamond Creek. He's not listed on our list here, so it might have been a jumper change there. We'll have to find out. We'll call out at the window at quarter time. But anyway, the ball finds its way down to the halfback flank. Comp grabs the ball, comes straight out to the wing. Beautiful by Benny Ham, picks it up on the run. Going to be taken really nice by Jack Johnson in those beautiful fluorescent orange brutes. Goes in, hits his man straight out in front and does it about 45 metres out from goal, right on the boundary line. Will be taken by Jacob Pickett.
He's another bloke that's come across from Watsonia. He was a Greensborough junior, played senior football here. He played in the grand final side, I believe. He has got beautiful set of hands on him. He's about 30 years of age, so he's played plenty of football.
And to see how good his kick is.
I'm not going to moz him and say anything about his kicking.
Call him in.
Oh, well, he's leading up. He's about 35 out, tight on the boundaries.
Not buying real estate off him.
He has nailed it.
He's kicked that from 45. Mate, I'm not buying any real estate off you, Keeney. He was on the 50-metre mark. He's kicked it from 5 metres out. The Greensborough players get around him, and it all started on the back line there. I thought it was very good control. Comp got it out down here too. Was it... not Panam,
Benny
Ham.
Ham.
Yes, sorry, Ben Ham. I get the two confused, and then he's gone straight down the throat of him. So that was fantastic. 1 goal on the board very quickly there. So 1 point to Diamond Creek to 1 goal 6 Greensborough, and we're 5 minutes 50 in, Benny.
I'm just having a quick look here on the bench through their rotations. Blake Murphy's just come off to have a rest. Elite junior. I was fortunate enough to coach him with the 16s and 17s.
Beautiful. Ball gets thrown up. A free kick's been picked out, and it's going to Nathan Howard straight out of the ruck. And he goes out very wide to the far wing. He's looking for McCubbin on his own. He's found him out there.
Could come in board to Walsh here, but no, he's looked away and he's
Got
went
options.
further.
That's gonna.
That's the difference Ben Fisher brings to this football side in the forward line.
Taken though in the last line of defence by Diamond Creek, clearing the ball very quickly out to Jack Empey again. Second or third touch under pressure from Compton that finds a safety of the boundary line.
He's been lively already. He's playing well. He's running carrier of the football. Elite.
I promise you, my mum is listening to this coverage, and she will be quite excited to hear his name.
Happy Mother's Day for tomorrow.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. We'll get to that at quarter time. Ball going to get thrown in by the boundary umpire. Beautiful throw in. Both ruckmen holding each other. Tapped out beautifully by Diamond Creek down the hands of Andronico, but the ball tied up in the middle there by Jacob Booth, who applies beautiful pressure for Diamond Creek.
It's a little bit heated here.
Bit of love there. Ball gets thrown up again, all over it. He grabs it straight away. The Diamond Creek player grabs the Greensborough player for exactly the same position they'll sit, Ben. Excellent little Lockie throws the ball up, tries to tap it over the back. Bit cute, does it well. Comes out for Diamond Creek. Little bit of pressure now. Head over the ball by Greensborough. They run into each other. It's going to get tied up here. He does get it out. Harry Andronico could have taken off, but umpire who couldn't have clear view there, made the correct decision. They go up again, manhandled there by Howard. Fair, says the umpire, maybe a nice tie-up position. It's very tight, this competition. There's a lot of pressure straight away, which is the Diamond Creek way, tie the ball up.
Yeah, they do like tying it up. But when they get that run and carry, they go like the wind. So
clearance ball out from Diamond Creek now, out on the wing nearest to us from a clearance from the Creek. 2 or 3 heads over the ball. Comp gives the handball backwards to Davies. That's becoming a very common occurrence, those two. Bolts goes out to the side, and you got young Bolton goes out very deep, comes back into Comp, who takes the mark, I think, for about his 5th or 6th possession early, right on centre wing near us. He's off, he takes off, and he's going to put the ball inside 50, flies high, comes over the back. Oh, great Brody tackle. Glenn puts on a beautiful tackle to hold the ball up. Umpire says, I'll have it. Not going to be able to break away there. He's electrifying Brody Glenn when he gets going.
Well, he cops a hard tag every week, mate. They get into him. The crowd gets into him. He loves it. He just, every time the crowd calls his name, I think he just gets a little pep in his step.
Finds the safety of the boundaries. Yeah. The two big ruckmen. They're big boys, aren't they? They're both sitting about 6'5", 6'6" each. Throw-in about to come. We are now 9 minutes into the first quarter. 5-point lead to Greensborough. Ball thrown in, picked out by Howard. Gives it a second tap out the back. Picked up now by Big Benny Fisher on his first game back. Turns it over straight away, though, to Diamond Creek, who goes down the wing. Jackson Davies is right out there on his own. Spills the mark. Picked up there by young Taj Logan. This kid's electrifying. Watch him go. Gives the hands off. They're on the wing and they're off. You can't give him that much room. Ball goes in. Doesn't get picked up by Garraway there on the forward. It wasn't really on his chest, though, was it, Benny?
No, with Jackson Davies here, the way that he just reads the play, he knocks up getting the football. So he's his average marks per week is 10 marks per week. So he just clunks them all the time.
He's got some wheel balls thrown in, picked out of the ruck straight away by Diamond Creek. Gives the handball off backwards, but he's met by a pack of Greensborough players who will tie the ball up again. Right on the half-forward flank for the Creek. Ball thrown up, tap out, win again there by Creek. He's got some space. He gives it back off with a centering kick. Punched forward, picked up then, I think it might be Davies again, slung to the ground. Umpire says, I'll let it go. It looks like they're going to find the safety of the boundary. Around about 25 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal on our side of the ground, the commentary
There's
side
been
box.
no real clean football. It's just been contested football pretty much since the first bounce. So, but I'm enjoying watching the ruck duel at the moment because two big bodies going at it all day. That impresses me.
Got a feeling that Ben was practicing in his room last night. Play on. Harry Andronico gets the ball. He brings it out down the wing. No contested mark there. There's going to be a bit of pressure for the ball. He's got some space, Diamond Creek.
Got numbers here.
Yeah, 38 for Creek. Gives off a bit of a worm burner of a kick, but he gets it back and he puts it straight down the forward flank for them, and that was Joel Randall got the kick away. Ball comes out from Brindley now. Brindley goes out wide. Gives the ball straight back into centre and kicked to Jack Johnson. Picked up there by...
Great hands.
I think who was
Brody Glenn.
Brody Glenn out the back. This is where you got to watch Brody Glenn. If that ball hits the ground, he'll be over. He cops one in the back
That's
too.
in the back.
And the umpire says no, nothing in it. Handball given out to the last line of defence and cleared. I think it's by Taj Logan at the back. No, it's it is.
Well, they've got this
Darcy
back here.
Laurie out the back.
Inboard in 50. We've taken a mark inside 50. Marty Fitzgerald.
That happened very quick, didn't it, Ben?
It did.
Just
got to concentrate all the time, Darren.
Just go back to this play. I'm getting picked up very early. I was actually trying to see the player that picked it up out the back. It was Darcy Laurie, I think, that picked the ball up, but just didn't hit the target. And those turnovers on defensive 50, they cost you big time.
Yeah, they do.
If you put it down the throat of Marty Fitzgerald, he's not going to let you get away with it too often. So he'll kick from around about, I'm going to call it 35 metres out. You call the goal.
That's 50 every day of the week.
Umpire.
Nah, he sprayed that.
Says no, it's only going to be one behind, and we are, where are we? 12 minutes into the first quarter, and it is 1-1, 7-1 behind Greensborough's way. So the kick out's going to happen deep here, it seems, by Brodie Watson, I think it is, with a kick out. Goes big bang. That's an 80-metre kick down the middle. That's reached the middle of the ground. Snuck out beautifully.
Josh Bolton with a second effort there.
What
Fantastic.
a great tackle there by Greensborough. Great pressure. And I'll tell you what, the number 37 for them, Jacob Booth, he had to sit there and wait knowing he was going to get tackled. That's courage, Ben.
It's, sorry, we're close to the boundary line now. It's went back out again. But the contested football here is just, it's go, go, go. There's no time to rest. We've got Neb Rosenbach. He's just an absolute bull in there. Blake Murphy looks to be going to him.
All right, ball gets thrown in by the boundary umpire right in front of us. A little bit of a throw not picked up. There's a second throw maybe not picked up. Harry Andronico puts his head over the ball, not rewarded. Ball goes wide now. Now it's going to get picked up by the Diamond Creek player, Blake Murphy. Look very good. Gives the kick off. The tap-off, goes off to Jack Empry, but he puts it down the throat of, I think it's McCubbin. McCubbin goes out very wide to the wing here, not too far off us, and Harry Andronico racks up another possession there. He's on the wing. He goes a short chip kick, not the best one, I don't think, and it's not, and it goes to a contested possession. Great kick away by Tom Brindley there. He's going to be met very quickly by the boys. Jack Johnson picks him up and tackles him, but Diamond Creek's away. Taken away by Matty Lewis. He goes long. Intercepted by Josh Bolton again, doing a great intercept job. Goes backwards to Jackson Davies. Shows him the balls back to Bolton. Bolton down the wing, just inside towards the wing to nobody. Umpires found a free kick downfield. Goes to Brodie Glenn. And Brodie Glenn's on his half-forward flank. Takes off, looks for the short kick. And he does exactly that. Puts it down, right down the throat of Ned Rosenbrook, who is a little bit far out, I think. You'd have to kick from 55, I reckon, maybe 58 to get this one. Has he got the wheels, Benny?
Well, he's definitely taken it out of the grasp of Brindley, and Brindley looked a bit like, you should have left that one for me, mate, because I got the leg. But I think he'll have the travel here.
That's a big kick. Maybe it's not a true 50 here either, but we'll have to ask someone at half time.
He's put that
on the full.
He's kicked it on the full.
So 14 minutes 30 in, 1-1-7 Greensborough to Diamond Creek, 1 point, sitting in the forward pocket of Greensborough, brought back in as a big kick from Diamond Creek on the wing. He's gone the big fly. It was a good call there from Benny, but he doesn't mark it. It should have been a free kick if it wasn't that, in my opinion. Heads down again, and Jack Empry's been pretty active as he goes another inside 50. Going to be picked up pretty wide there on the boundary by Liam Farrar, but not to be, finds a safety.
Not that you know about it, though, Daz, but it is frightening getting up that high. I used to do it on a weekly basis, and it does. It's not for the faint-hearted.
You can't count cleaning their windows at home on the ladder, buddy. Ball's going to get thrown in here by the umpire about 40 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal. Fantastic throw in by the boundary umpire, taken out by Nathan Howard. Straight to ground, though, and met
Marty
by
Fitzgerald.
a Diamond Creek player, which is Taj Logan, tackled him to the ground for another stoppage. A lot of stoppages in this game so far, Benny.
That's what the scores...
Ball comes out for Greensborough. It's down on the wing in front of us. Ball hits the deck, goes past everyone, but there's Diamond Creek players everywhere here. Picked up, straight away there. Good tackle by Brodie Glenn.
That's ball.
Picked up by Jack Empry again, but it's come back in.
Brindley's caught hot-handed there.
So, holding the ball, was it?
Yeah, it was holding the ball.
Ball coming back, so it'll be right in front of the commentary box on the wing nearest us. And kick straight away. Uncontested mark goes down the throat of Darcy Laurie, who's had a couple this quarter as well. He's standing on the wing in front of us. He goes, big kick down, looks for the pack. There's a big fly there by a Diamond Creek player, picks it up. I can't see what number it is. It was taken there by...
Number 16.
Barrow, I think it was. Nicholas Barrow.
Elite basketball player.
Inside 50 and can't see what's happened there. He's taken the mark. He has, so... That's a pretty good mark. They're going to kick from about 30 metres out, probably 25, 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle, and it will be taken by Liam Farrar, the Carlton VFL-listed player, as he gets ready to get their first score on the board.
Having a look at the trees, no movement, so I don't think there's much wind happening out there, so you should kick truly here.
He does look like he's kicked that right down the guts. No point. Umpire says it's gone over the top of the goal post, and he would have the best seat in the house, so it's going to be brought back in here straight away by Ben Panham again. He goes the same direction down the left wing, goes over to Compt. Goes ball picked up straight away and tackled and met very hard there by Diamond Creek straight away. And the player that I can't see who that is that got the ball.
The amount of stoppages in this game is just amazing. I'd like to know what the numbers are.
Tap win out again straight away by number 7. We don't have his name because he's not on our list as number 7. We'll ask that at quarter time.
Another stoppage.
It is, but it comes down to another stoppage. Just go for a sec, Ben.
Yeah, we got... Brindley's into the ruck, gets out to Commander, and we've got another stoppage again. So Nathan Howard's they've pushed him forward. Raiden Garrard's off the ground having a rest, and Tom Brindley's into the ruck. So as the umpire throws it in, we've got Brindley.
So for every
Bolton
number 7,
again.
we've said it's Miller Connell. Ball comes in now straight away on the halfback flank here for Diamond Creek.
Great
met
tackle.
by Compt, who adds the tackles onto his thing. So there's a free kick found there, and I think it's been given the way of the umpire. No, he throws the ball up in the air. A tap out there by Howard again. Gives it out backwards again to Bolton. Bolton goes wide, comes across beautifully. Goes for the long kick down the middle of the... Sorry, down the wing.
Yeah, Benny Ham. Josh Bolton, he's knocked up getting the football in this first quarter. I reckon he's probably around his 7 or 8 mark already. He's been fantastic across the halfback flank.
Yeah, back into the side too.
Yeah, we've got Brindley in the ruck.
Ball comes in, forward 50 for Greensborough.
Brodie Glenn.
It's going to be a mark for Brodie Glenn. Gets a little bit of a push and shove, no 50 given. It's been reversed on him. Overridden by the other umpire. Very rarely seen these days. Howard would have been in trouble there. Kicked off straight away there by Nicholas Burrow again, down to the wing in front of us, who's then taken by Brodie Watson. Looks for the player out wide in Cade Garraway. Recovers his own ball, gets the handball off backwards, and straight into the forward line inside 50 goes James Ellison. Ball's inside the 50. This is where they're most dangerous, but picked up by the man himself who just tidies up. Thomas Brindley can play anywhere on the ground as he switches over to the far side. Right on the far wing on the other side of us. Picked up again here by Greensborough. Starting to move the ball down. I think that's McCubbin. Goes deep forward into the pocket, and it's going to find the luxury of the boundary line. 50 metres out in the forward line of Greensborough, and we are 19 minutes 50 seconds in, and it is a 5-point lead.
I tell you, both coaches have been pretty impressed with the heat that's been brought to this game. It's been non-stop.
Stoppage footy picked up by Harry Andronica on the 52-metre mark. Goes for the ball in. I think there's
Joey Randall.
Yeah, Joey Randall. Great pickup, wasn't it? He's having a good competition. Mismatch in height, but he's doing the job. Ball gets picked up right on the half-back line for
That's dropping the ball.
Diamond Creek. Diamond Creek have been caught with the ball. The big fella there, sorry, I was trying to get his name. Nicholas Barrow.
Have come in, Nathan Howard here. Great punch from behind.
54. Greensborough picked up and cleaned up again here by Jesse Thompson.
Oh, a little bit high there downfield.
He has given downfield too. Good call, good pickup. And it looks like that is going to go to Taj Logan out on the far wing.
Just watch the hands of Blake Murphy when he's in close, how quick he is off the ground, picking it up off the ground and feeding the ball out to his runners. He is lightning quick. Fantastic
Taj Logan
hands.
Goes the big kick down the wing. It goes over the back of everyone and finds the safety of the boundary line on the half-back flank for Greensborough. So the stoppage game suits Diamond Creek, I think, Ben, and what Greensborough have got to do, their best footy has been when they switch the ball over and use both sides. Don't get caught.
Yeah, 100%.
So ball gets thrown in as well. No one really wins the tap out. Punched forward, picked up by Diamond Creek, snapped over the shoulder, picked up there by Cade Garraway, and I think it's 1 point for Cade.
Yeah, it is one behind. Just missed that. Just missed. Hit the pack running and threw it on his left boot and just left of the goal post.
So 3 points now to Diamond Creek to 117 to Greensborough, and we are sitting 21 minutes 40 seconds into this one.
Look, every time Diamond Creek are heading in their forward line, they're scoring. They just can't capitalise and finish it off. So realistically, they should have a few goals on the board, but it's interesting football.
Ball comes out from Davies. Davies finds his man, goes to a contest on the half-back flank, but it's all Diamond Creek again, picked up and taken back in by Jacob Booth, and he gets another uncontested mark. I'm going to call that
That's
one.
Jacob Bedrak. He's another Montmorency junior. He's a lightning quick kid, got beautiful hands and just loves the contested football. So playing in a perfect position, playing deep forward, always getting the feet of the big forwards, and I coached him in 16s and 17s, and I dare say his own kick truly here. He's got a beautiful kick of the footy, so don't let me down, Jacob.
Going to kick from around about 40 out. He's going to have all of the distance. He's going to push it across the face a little bit. It's going to fall short. Everyone flies, but it goes straight through to the points, and that's another behind for Diamond Creek, who go to 4 straight points to Greensborough 117, and we are 23 minutes in to this first quarter. Ball comes out from Panham again, out wide, hit the wing very quickly. I think it was Ben Ham, tracks him down. Been touched out of bounds, says the umpire. They bring it back 10 metres to the half-back flank for Greensborough on the far side of the ground where it'll be thrown in. Ball thrown in beautifully by the umpire. Greensborough win the tap via Howard. Ball hits the deck. Everyone's got their head over. It's a good clash there, but out comes Harry Andronico on the far wing. Had plenty of it in the first.
Garrard again.
Great tackle there by the Diamond Creek player on Garrard, and they tie the ball up, which is something they've done really well in this first quarter.
He's presenting very, very well today, Raiden Garrard, something that he hasn't been doing the last couple of weeks.
He goes Bolton, takes off. Unfortunately, doesn't hold onto the ball. He's met by 3 Diamond Creek players. He has to win his own ball back against 3 and does exactly that by tying up the play as the siren sounds for the end of the very first quarter here. And it's Greensborough leading 117 to Diamond Creek 4 points, and we'll be back very shortly after this quick ad from our sponsor, Waytech Rendering. Hi, Ben, let me ask you, first quarter here, I thought there was a pretty evenly played quarter. Score represents that 4 scoring shots versus 2. When Diamond Creek had the ball down in their forward line, might be a bit lucky that Diamond Creek that they didn't score just a little bit more, because
100%.
They could have easily had 3 or 4 goals on the board. When they did get the ball in, what I don't want to see for Greensborough is uncontested marks in the forward 50. And the same goes down here. They put a lot of pressure on, and they were when they were down in Diamond Creek's defence, when Greensborough come forward, they had to earn their marks, though. And that was about the difference. If that happens all day, you let them get uncontested marks in their forward 50, that won't go too well by the end of the day for one of those sides.
No, it won't. Look, obviously with Tranquilia, I think the main thing with what he'd be saying to his players is just you need to capitalise on every forward entry. So obviously, or credit to Greensborough Football Club with their pressure with their back half, putting the pressure on the forwards at Diamond Creek, and it's just messy football going inside their 50. So if they can sharpen that up, clean that up, that's a bonus for Diamond Creek. With Greensborough's forward entry, it's just bombing it. They're just hoping for the best. They've got little Brodie Glenn down there that's electrifying. But we need to be able to. Yeah, that's all you've got. He's only a little fella. So
for Diamond Creek, very impressed there by Taj Logan, Jacob Booth, Cade Garraway. I thought did his little bits in there, and he can be electrifying and turn a jump. Darcy Laurie had a couple of them as well, and overall Jack Embry was there as well. So overall, I thought they've done pretty well. Miller Connell was the number 7 that we couldn't identify, a bit of a jumper change there, but he did quite well every time he had the ball. And your guy, Jacob Bedrick, when he gets the ball, he looks like the real deal.
Yeah, he's just come in this week to the side. He's done his dues through the reserves, but when he steps over that, not the white line anymore, it's the black line, he gives you 110%. He see ball, get ball, run through a brick wall for his coach. So he's actually, to coach him, he was fantastic. So Brandon Comp from Greensborough, he was pretty electrifying the first, 15 minutes of that quarter. He knocked up getting the football, and they've went a bit of a tag on him just to hold him back a little bit. So, but obviously across the back line with Jackson Davies, he's just
fantastic.
I know this is a big stretch, but he's the James Hird of the Valley. He's Mr. Fix-It. You can throw him wherever you want, and he'll do the job. So
pretty impressed by Bolton there as well. Got his hands on the ball quite a few times, and when it mattered, and that presence of Ben Fisher when he lets go, give him a quarter and a half to warm up, because he's been out for 3 or 4 weeks, and I think you'll see something special out of him. And it wouldn't be fair not to mention Harry Andronico.
Oh,
had a fantastic first quarter there as well. Look, I think for these guys, Jackson Hasler, had a little bit of the ball. I couldn't see who that was earlier. How can you not with the helmet, though? But, overall, look, I think even quarter, I can't separate the two at this point.
No, I can't separate them myself.
You've got to switch the ball, would be my advice if you're Greensborough. Don't get caught in the game. They will hold the play up and use it to their advantage all day, the Creek, and they're fantastic at stoppages. You have a look on here, their stoppages on their stat sheets, their stoppages are, the only thing they are elite at.
Yeah.
So
they love that tough
ball up.
They love it in tight. They don't like to let it go, but when they do let it go, I'll tell you what, they move the ball very, very quick. They've just got to capitalise inside 50. They capitalise inside 50, and they open the game up. There's a young chap walking off the ground now, Hill, that come across from Montmorency years ago to Diamond Creek. He's a massive vet. Got a beautiful set of hands. Kicks the ball like a mule. Yeah, that's him.
Yep, pretty good.
Yeah, fantastic football player. His brother's actually rides the Buckham Bulls in Rodeo. So
they just said Buckham Bulls.
Yes, P's and Q's, they were all right.
Might have been your last one. Just before the ball goes up, let's take this opportunity to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers for tomorrow, here and gone, because it's such an important... you see all those guys out on the field and you just think how much time has been given from mums dropping them off to footy training and all 100%. Of those things, Benny.
Yeah, 100%. The mothers, you know what, Mother's Day shouldn't be just one day. It's I know with my own mum, as the years go on, I just sort of respect that little bit extra more, and I love spending time with her. So to my mum, Happy Mother's Day for tomorrow. Love you.
To mine, Mum, same, but I love you more than Ben loves his. All right, moving on as the ball's about to get thrown up. That one little cheeky one. We're waiting for the last couple of people to get off the ground. Now, we both appreciate our mums and wives who are mums as well, so it's fantastic effort from all, and enjoy tomorrow. Put your feet up, and hopefully you don't have to do too much around the house. Get the husband to do it. I'm sure that will be my chore tomorrow, though. I'm going out with Mum for breakfast in the morning. We're going... to Lygon Street to have a cannoli and coffee. And
nice.
By the size of my stomach, you probably don't need to convince me too hard to get me out for the cannoli.
I was going to say maybe go for a brisk walk up and down Lygon Street after the cannoli does. And
I'll brisk walk over to the gelati shop maybe. Well, I'm not sure what the hold-up is here, but the umpires are still waiting for something. An umpire's coming back out. I think it's a late toilet break. Can we say that? He's come back out, the umpire onto the ground. He wanted the big entrance. He's got it.
Yep. Give him a round of applause as he comes back on.
He's had to go out and just maybe drop off the Christmas bells and see where he goes, eh?
Look, we all need to go at that point in time, but glad it's not grand final day.
Sponsored by Kenny's Toilets. Maybe we can get a plug in there for a toilet company. Feel free to sponsor the Northern Footy Show. Ball goes up, siren sounds, and here we go again. Both ruckmen fly up, but it's a win to the Diamond Creek ruckman. Pulled out very quick by by Walsh, taken to ground, copped a bit of a winding, I think, there. Flicks back out the back, picked up by Diamond Creek. Now it's a hot potato in the middle, but it gets out finally for Diamond Creek into their forward line. It's going to head out very wide to the boundary line and maybe even forced out there by Jackson Davies, which was very smart play.
Sorry to cut you off there, Daz, but
do it again and you'll never be back.
Ned's just got up off the ground after that heavy collision there. He's running over. He seems to be all right, but it's taken him a while to get up, and he's a bit of a bull. So
the old winding, ball thrown in. Both ruckmen get their hands on it, pulled out by Diamond Creek down the throat of, I think, Brindley, is it? No. Hits the ground again. Same player picks it up again. I just can't see it. His back to us. Tapped off the ground there by Howard with a little chip kick, but straight down the way of the Diamond Creek variety. Picked up by Taj Logan, overrun it, and now Hasler grabs the ball out wide. Good handball off, down to Compt. No, is it Compt? Ned Rosenbrook, sorry.
Here we go, Brody Glenn. Brody Glenn.
This is where you're going to make your money. Tries to tackle him in his forward 50. Brody Glenn doesn't quite get it. Diamond Creek control the ball back out to the wing. Couple of quick chips for possession and a mark taken out there beautifully by Jesse Thompson.
Credit to the back.
Diamond Creek on the far wing.
Credit to the back line there, under pressure, and they just held their nerve and cleared the ball out of their 450.
Terrible kickback, and he crosses it back in straight down the throat of Harry Andronico, who goes for the inside 50, but it's all Diamond Creek mopping up in the defence lines again. They get the ball out wide to the wing on the far side, punched out.
Great hands.
A great set of hands there by the Diamond Creek player who takes a mark out on the wing. He quickly goes for the inside 50, but straight down the throat of the very, very trusty Jackson Davies. Jackson Davies goes backwards to go forwards, kicks the ball off very quickly to Ben Panham. Ben Panham goes out wide to Josh Bolton. They're playing the possession footy, which I like to see. He goes back. He has no options forward there. Back down to Brett Panham again. James McCubbin, who switches out wide to the other side to Harry Andronico, who goes straight down the wing to a one-on-one contest there. And I think it was with Campbell Walsh it was. Umpire is, letting it go, play on, but it's going to get turned over and a mark there straight away to Jesse Thompson again for Diamond Creek. A horrible little kick, picked up very quickly by Greensborough. Could have been in the back, and they pound the ball down to another stoppage on top of, I think it is Ned Rosenbrook again. Ball gets thrown up straight away by the umpire. Guys don't really get too much of a chance to reset, but move the ball, he says. Picked up out of the middle straight away by the Diamond Creek player.
Hands by Jackson
Davies. Set of hands by
Beautiful
Jackson
hands.
Davies on the last line of defence. He plays on straight away. No, umpire says it's going to come back to Jackson Davies. It was that good a mark. I'm going to give you a second crack at it on the last line of defence. Goes for the switch kick. He'll be under pressure straight away. That's McCubbin on the far deep pocket, I'll call it. And he's telling him to push up. He's got options there. Doesn't look for the short guaranteed touch. Goes long to a competition. They all fly, but it's all Diamond Creek. He's caught him tunnelling out of the ball. I think Jack Johnson it is. Jack Johnson's got the ball out on centre wing on the far side. He's going to look to go for a
Raiden Garrard, strong lead.
Big hands down the back, spills right on the 50-metre line forward for Greensborough. Again, mopped up beautifully by Diamond Creek. They switch straight away. They take the ball out to the fat side, and that's going to find the boundary line on the full, around about 65 metres out from the Greensborough goal bin.
Brody Glenn's got it in hand. Looks inboard. He's just popped it to a lead. It's hit the deck here, and it looks like Jolie Randall's just running it out, cleared it.
Untouched too, for about a 10-metre run out of the defensive line. There's red and white jumpers everywhere here. You'd think they're going to control the ball out of here, but it's tied up there very quickly by, I think it is Ben Panham again, who's playing a great game, tying the ball up when he needs to in a defensive role. Ball thrown up, out
Dale
again.
Marshall down there.
Backwards again by Diamond Creek. Free kick found there. Umpire says he pushed him in the back. Wasn't much in that one, I don't think.
Dale Marshall seemed to be holding his right wrist there. He's went down and he's copped a pretty big knock. So I'm not too sure. He is a tough boy. I love watching him play his football, but he is holding that right wrist. So
back in by Diamond Creek down the wing right in front of us. The big fly there from Liam Farrar. No success, but now Hasler's got it out. He has to switch the ball to the far side. Now he's going to be under pressure. There's competition everywhere for it. They punch down towards the boundary line right in front of the coach's box on the 50-metre far line, and the umpire's going to throw it in. The switch is working here better for Diamond Creek than it is for Greensborough, and I would have thought it would have been Greensborough's game there, Ben, to get that switch out of there. They might be getting sucked into that contest, and they're pretty fierce in the contest, Diamond Creek.
Diamond Creek they just want
they've just picked the ball up. Sorry to cut you off. They've snapped it in towards goal, picked up on the last line of defence, but tackled and met straight away. And about 5 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal, the ball is tied up. Umpire comes running in, and he's going to ball it up. Move the ball very quickly for an inside 50 from the stoppage. Ball thrown up, tapped out by Howard, goes backwards to Jackson Davies.
Great smother.
Another smother picked up from the Diamond Creek player, snaps for goal, and it's found the safety of the boundary line, still 5 to 10 metres away from the goal.
Blake Murphy picking that ball up from ground to foot or ground to hand is milliseconds. He is lightning quick when he gets the footy in his hand.
Ball thrown in again, doesn't make the distance. They'll call that back, I think, the umpire, because it was about 10 metres short of the contest. It's exactly what he does. Still 10 metres out on the boundary. Umpire comes in a couple, which is very good. Ball thrown straight up in the air. Great throw in that one. Won by Diamond Creek. Picked up by Tars Logan. Tries to get the snap in front of goal. No success there. All over the ball. Great tackle.
Pulled it in.
No, I'd say fair play on. And now he grabs it really hard. Sorry, he's slung him to the ground a bit there. Be careful there. Umpire lets it go. He might have been a bit blinded there, but it was a very good tackle nonetheless from McCubbin.
McCubbin always plays on the line there. He's tough at the football.
Loves for the forward tap and goes down the throat of Jackson Davies as it pushes towards the boundary line. Now we're on our side of the ground, around about 20 metres out from the goal. It's a very stop-start game. I'm waiting for it to break open a bit here, Ben. We'll see who breaks it open first. Ball thrown in. Would have been in the back to Howard there. Unlucky not to get that. Goes out very wide to Blake Murphy, who has a snap from around about 15 metres, gets intercepted and rolls over the boundary line 5 metres away from the Diamond Creek goal.
By the looks of it at the moment, if Diamond Creek can get this run and carry and open it up a bit and stop the contested football, I think they could do some damage to Greensborough today.
I agree. Ball was thrown in, but it's going to get tied up very quickly. Around about 35 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal. Just went to ground straight away as the players jumped all over it. See Nathan Searle in the pig jumper running some water or doing the running at the moment as the ball's kicked in forward towards the goals along the ground. A bit of a worm burner and rolls out towards the boundary line, about 10 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal, Ben.
As the umpire throws it back in, got the two ruckmans going up against each other here. Another stoppage again. This game is just constant stoppage.
And that is the way Diamond Creek like to play it. So they want to bring everyone in nice and tight. They'll wrap it up non-stop so that they don't let them get that ball out. It's what they did against Bundura. Jackson Davies gets the ball, puts it on boot straight. It's only going to travel about 20 metres. Went higher than it did further. Picked up maybe a too high there, Diamond Creek taken way too high.
Yeah, that's Blake Murphy again.
Blake Murphy wins a free kick, rewarded for putting his head over the ball. Got to be careful in the hole here. The lead's coming out. Not to be seen.
You've got no one in the hole here, Greensborough.
Got to be careful. They're playing man-on-man footy. I don't mind. That ball comes inside 50. It's going to be 20 metres out. They all fly. Ball hits the ground. Picked up quickly by Greensborough. A little clear and quick. Jack Johnson gives off a hospital handball.
Panham straight away.
Ben Panham, who is tough as tough gets. He's had a really good start and met very firmly by the Diamond Creek player. 25 metres out from the Greensborough goal. Could have been called for holding. Lets it go. Tries one off the ground. Doesn't get it. Goes the tackle straight away. This is just going to be another stoppage. We probably sounds like we're calling stoppages non-stop, but they're there.
I'll tell you what, there's going to be some sore boys by the end of this game. They're non-stop just tackling. The tackles will be going through the roof.
Ball comes out very quickly, cleared by Greensborough. Gets the hands off, but look at the pressure instantly on them and brought to ground about 60 metres out from the Greensborough goal. Gee, they're not giving them a metre, Diamond Creek. Oh, a huge tap out there by Nathan Howard. Goes very high and strong.
He's paid a free kick here.
Yeah, it's against him for being in the back. That's all that is. So he's asked him to move on. I think it's Taj Logan at the far side, maybe. Ball goes in, holding on to Jackson Davies. Now you get the big roost and clearing kick there from Ben Murray. goes right into the centre of the ground. Ben Money, I should say. It's sitting now in front of us on the wing. It's just rolling out. Got to be first to the ball here.
Great pressure there by the Diamond Creek player.
Fantastic pressure.
He had to put pressure there. If he didn't, they're away and running.
That was Jesse Thompson again. I've read his name out 5 or 6 times already, just on defensive pressure acts. And as a midfielder, he's killing it in there today for Diamond Creek.
Well, they definitely put a hold on Hammy, number 1 there for Greensborough. He had knocked up getting the football in the first quarter, but they've definitely put some pressure on in the second half of that first quarter.
Ball's tied up right on centre wing for us, about 20 metres in front of us. Ball thrown up, tapped out by Howard, out the back again to Money. Money gives the ball off to Ben Ham, the man you just spoke about. He looks for Brindley. He'll take the safest mark he can, and he's still around about 95 out. He takes off straight away. He looks for the inside 50. Can he get the big hands on someone? And the answer's no. It's
Great
all Diamond
mark.
Creek.
He read that straight off his boot, then that backman.
Picked up here by Brodie Watson out on the far side. He's got an uncontested mark to Jack Empey again, been a little quieter this quarter as they go. Punched there by, I think it was Darcy Lowry. Probably should have taken the grab, but hands off now from Brindley as they go inside 50 to Ben Ham. He lines
Massive
it up.
goal.
40 metres. It's a goal.
Massive goal by Ben Ham. Deserves it as well. He's played 2 good quarters. He's got a heavy tag on him to try and stop him, and he's just exploded away from the stoppage there, and he's nailed a goal. So definitely one that Greensborough needed.
Want to give a bit of credit there to Ben Money. The extra second efforts here out on the wing that he did to control that ball and got it down. Bit unlucky for Jack Empey too. Put in the hard yards, didn't get the reward. But once you spill it over, once you get that kick away, and he went straight down the throat of. Sorry, mate, having a brain fade here.
That's all right. As we talk about Ben Money's come up from the reserve. So we're back into the action here, Howard in the ruck. And Dymos went forward. Jackson Davies.
Quick answer.
He's Bedrak.
Too quick of an answer.
Unlucky there by Bedrak. Loves reading it off the top of the hands and just goes bang.
What I was trying to say before was Thomas Brindley. Once Thomas Brindley gets a ball and he takes off, if you don't mark him and he's gone, that you'll pay for it. Should have come out here, unmarked man to comp, not gone, and they've kicked to a competition. Did that last week as well, but picked up beautifully by Ben Money for about his third possession in a minute. He takes off right down the centre. I love seeing the ball going down the centre.
Perfect.
And that's down the throat of Big Bad
Got
Benny
Braden Comp
Fisher,
on the outside here by himself.
Goes to him. No, goes to Jack Johnson. Great kick, 50 metres out.
Beautiful
directly
hands.
in front. Options average. Maybe just started to open up a little bit there for Greensborough.
Well, that passage of play, that's obviously the style of football that they like to play. So if they can get it on their terms, I said before that if the first side to sort of settle and get on their terms, well, they could probably open it up. But at the moment, Diamond Creek's got it on their terms because they're playing stoppage football.
I don't love kicking over to competitions when we have men on this side. Retain the ball is what they do well. Big kick in,
missed it
straight away there from Benny Ham, I think it was.
Sorry, I can't say across there. I think it was Jack Johnson. Yeah, it was Jack Johnson.
Jack,
the boots.
you're right, spot on.
Yeah, you got Dale Marshall just walking past on the bench here.
The face of goal, he goes out wide, the Diamond Creek player, and right on about 60-metre kick, right out and taken by Diamond Creek on the boundary line. He's got options for uncontested football and does exactly that. Kicks it very quickly over to Murphy. Murphy passes it on straight away, straight down the wing. They're looking for a great little pick-up there. Indeed by Zach. How do you pronounce it?
Gigalotti. Another one that's come up from the reserves.
Money again, another possession, goes out very wide to Ben Hand. They've got their hands all over the ball at the moment, and Dranaco doesn't manage to grab it. Ball hits the ground, picked up by Money again. Head over the ball, he wants it. Excellent second effort there from Marty Fitzgerald, giving the extra shepherd off.
Competed well there, Raiden Garrow brought it to ground and then ended up picking up his own pill. He dished it out.
Arian Dranaco picks up the ball. They take off again. They're through the centre. He's going to get caught pretty quickly. Arian Dranaco cops a big bump. Should have been downfield straight away for sure. But the ball is now finding the safety of the boundary about 35 metres out from the Greensborough goal.
The umpire must have sneezed and missed that one because that was downfield every day of the week.
Got to protect the head.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we're out about 35 metres out from the Greensborough goal. Ball thrown in by the umpire. They're both holding on. Howard wins the tap out, and they're going to probably gain 10 metres towards that boundary as it spills out. No, kept in, says the umpire. Straight back out on the half-forward flank, perhaps, for Diamond Creek. They've got numbers everywhere here. They go for the switch. Remember we spoke about the switch?
Here we go. Get the Jets on, Brandon.
It's going to find the safety of the boundary. He switched over to our side of the ground as Comp chased down. Once again in the middle there, Blake Murphy, elite with his hands. As soon as he gets it, he gives, and he's always giving it to someone moving. So, Brindley in the ruck, gets the tap, Neb Rosenbrock. Locked up again, here we are. War Memorial. Quick score update, 2-2-14 Greensborough, 5 straight behinds to Diamond Creek. Goal kickers for for Greensborough, Ben Ham and Jacob Pickett. Ball thrown back in. Harry Andronico again picks the ball up, swings it out, has to get picked up very quickly. Go over to Tom Brindley. Bit of a shocker on the kick. Doesn't have many, though. He's pretty accurate, but ball spills.
Ben Ham
competition.
Again.
You could argue he was tripped. Umpire says play on. Harry Andronico overruns the ball. Panham lets him know what it's like on the boundary as Diamond Creek win the ball and bring it back. Ball's going to be taken right in front of us by Bolton.
Great use of the body by Josh Bolton, man.
Excellent work. He goes backwards. We've got nothing forward, so they have to reset down the line of Jackson Davies. Jackson Davies goes a little bit further back, last line of defence to Gigalotti, who goes even wider to the safe hands of the great man. We keep saying Thomas Brindley's great hands. Picked up here by
he's made a mess of this.
Rosenbrook gives it back out to Brindley. Brindley's under pressure straight away. Now it's going to get picked up, I think. That was Nick Bott, was it?
Sorry, mate.
No, Rosenbrook.
Nice hands here. Who we got here? Hammy's got it again.
Benny Ham's now got
looking for a lead.
Just probably but the
centre
wing.
Ruckman's sitting right in that
hole. He's got a beautiful chip kick off there down the throat of Garrard. Who's, you'd argue, too far out, but not for him. I reckon he's going to have to kick it from 60. Yeah. He's going to kick it from the boundary line right on the half-forward flank.
Yeah, you got Big Howard down, sitting there at full forward at the moment, just resting down there. So I wouldn't be trying to kick the bladder out of the footy. I'd be just propping it up for Howie to take a nice big mark and go back and have a shot.
We'll see what he does with the ball. He obviously backing himself from the distance. He's going to have to kick from 60. I've got him on the binoculars. It's going to be a good... right on the 50-metre line, he kicks it. Umpire doesn't move, and they say, bang, goal!
Well, I'm putting the microphone down there, and I'm leaving the commentary box because I know nothing. But I'm rating Garrard.
Our goal, as I said to you earlier, is to tell a story, and here's the story, ladies and gentlemen. We have no idea. That's the story, but we keep bringing them in as Greensborough stretch their lead to 3-2-20 to 5 straight behinds for Diamond Creek. Starting to open the game up a little bit here, Greensborough. The switch, they're hugging the far side, aren't they? They're very much loving the coach's side. Thomas Brindley, sensational. 2-3 quick touches there. Harry Andronico putting his head over the ball. Both hot at the moment. Ball gets tapped out beautifully by Howard. Taken to ground was Hasler straight away. Ball picked up in the middle by Diamond Creek unmarked. He leads out wide. Doesn't seem to get the mark, although he's picked it up out wide, Diamond Creek. Now they've got a few players on the run here. He's caught pretty quickly. And Matt McCubbin taps it forward, but it goes down the throat of Taj Logan. Taj Logan gets the kick, looks for the centre. This is going to be a goal to Diamond Creek. And he kicks it about 700 metres down the road and say goodbye to that football. No need for that, son.
I'll tell you what, if the ball bounced like that for Stephen Milne on grand final day, they would have won a grand final, St Kilda, but that ball just bounced straight into his hands and he's ran straight into an open goal.
That's one of those goals that doesn't look... While the ball's been kicked down to somewhere in Bundoora, will go around the grounds. Northcote Park leading, so we're in Division 2 MC Labour. And this score update brought to you by Waytech Rendering. If you're going to render your house, no one better than Wayne Cassar. 36, Northcote Park, 2 Lower Plenty 14. Stars, 3 points ahead, 9-6 against McLeod, 20-14 for South Morang in front. 28-16, Old Pradians in front of St Mary's, and Whittlesea up by 14 points against Panton Hill. As we quickly switch, the ball's still coming. It looks like we've got time.
Keep going. We've got plenty of time.
We're going to just go backwards on this one. Montmorency 10 points up over Banyule at this stage. Greensborough, as we said here, 15 points up over there, over Diamond Creek. 3 points in front, Eltham. 13 points in front, Bundoora over Hurst Bridge. And 10 points, Heidelberg leading over West Preston. Something tells me that needs a refresh.
I think that needs a refresh.
Now Heidelberg have run away. Look at this for the quickest one of all time. They're out to about 35 points in front there. Bundoora is still in front by 12. North Heidelberg up now against Eltham by 5 points. And Montmorency in front of Banyule by 21 as the ball's back in the centre now, and the umpire walks in and throws it straight up in the air. Tap out to Howard again, winning the ruck so far today, I would say. Plays for the free kick, doesn't get it, but met very quickly there by the Greensborough player,
Yeah, Ryan Commander there, locked him up.
Did a good job. Game's been tighter like that, thrown back up in the air by the umpire. Ball hits the deck pretty quickly, goes out very wide into the forward. Half-forward flank for Greensborough, but met out the back there by the Diamond Creek players. A lot of pressure. Hassler's pushed to the ground. Gets the handball off back to Diamond Creek. He's going to be met solid. Ball spilled. Got to be dropping the ball. Oh, terrible. Terrible call. He disposed of the ball legally. Yeah, never mind. Not sure what happened there. That wasn't on. He's trying to suck him into 50, but it's not going to happen. That was a fantastic tackle by Ned Rosenbrook.
That is textbook tackle.
Ball crossed in, not 15, but umpire lets it go. That might be two sketchy ones in a row. Anyway, he takes off down through the middle of the ground, looking forward, hits him in his own head. Look at this. Here comes another goal. He's out on his own. He's going to do it with no pressure. Miller Connell, I think it is, who doesn't manage to convert directly in front
that
of
was
goal.
my man Jacob Badrak.
Yes, Bedrick, yep.
Yeah. Just settle the nerves, young fella.
All he had to do there was breathe, and he had a guaranteed goal, didn't he?
All he had to do was breathe.
Ball going to get thrown in about 15 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal. Tapped in over the back. I'll call that a victory on that tap out there to Diamond Creek. It's still getting tapped around by everyone, and pressure's on the hot potato, but ball brought back in by Diamond Creek beautifully. Ball spills from Taj Logan, doesn't manage to get the Mac. Hassler's going to be met
put
here.
The burners on there.
Put the burners on, gained. He's had to go to his captain. Jack Johnson takes off. Hard to stop at the best of time. Jackie Johnson, he's going to find the safety of the badge. They'll call deliberate here. $50 if they call deliberate.
On the full.
Oh, he's called on the full. Otherwise,
near
would
enough.
have been
That's
deliberate.
50 in my pocket by the end of the day.
50. No bets. No more bets. Taj Logan comes off for a quick rest. Sucks it in pretty quickly. Ball now back out on the half-back flank for Diamond Creek. Met beautifully. And a great mark there by Matty Lewis for Diamond Creek out on the half-ball flank. Gives the hands off straight away. I think that's Marshall, is it? Gives the ball into the forward 50, but it's met by three Greensborough players, but met equally by 4 Diamond Creekers.
It was a bit of a wrong kick to go where he's went to because he was 1-on-3 there, but he's done well, the big fella, to lock it in.
Ball thrown up, comes to ground straight away, picked up there by Greensborough's player. Can't say who it was.
That was Josh Bolton that just kicked that.
Bolts kicks it forward. It's on the 50-metre line. He's met by 2. The tackling pressure from Diamond Creek is elite.
That is elite.
They're not letting the ball get away without 2 people jumping on. It must be part of Andrew Tranquilli's little secret book there. Put the pressure on. Anyway, picked up by Thomas Brindley. Finds some space out wide. Ben Money again overruns the ball under pressure from 2 players. Pops out. Money gets it back. He goes inside 50.
Brody Glenn.
One-on-one to Brody Glenn. He spills it, but he's got to still run it down the ground. Can the win
It's home.
He has. He's dribbled it from 45 metres out. Nobody back there at all at home for the Creek, and all of a sudden the very quick response as Bundoora go 5-2, 32. Is it? No, 4-2. Shouldn't that be 5-2? Maybe it's 4-2, 26.
To 1 goal, 5-11.
Well, that was just electrifying there. They had all the people there, Diamond Creek, on their halfback flank. Tom Brindley come from nowhere, gives the hands out wide to Ben Money. Ben Money overruns it under pressure, goes back, wins his own ball, kicks it forward, and look at that beautifully down the throat.
I've been saying for weeks, but I can't understand why the bloke's not playing in the senior side, Ben Money, and I'm rapt to see him actually get a run. So Howell wins the ball in there. And Diamond Creek's just got the clearance, and beautiful
very
mark.
well there by it is.
He's flagged that 1-on-1 here, Bolts.
Oh, great tap!
Great work by
holding
Bolton.
the man, says the umpire.
Fantastic
no
by
dramas,
Bolton.
and Bolton actually stood his ground amazing against VFL-listed player Liam Farrar, who goes out wide straight away to McCubbin in the far deep pocket. He gives a quick kick-off. They're going to try and hold on to the ball here as much as they can through Campbell Walsh. Goes forward.
Brentley.
Mr. Reliable himself, Thomas Brentley, picks the ball up. He's on the 50-metre line on the far wing. Goes the big bomb worm burner down the guts. Nathan Howard probably had the legs there, but not to be. Out the back come Diamond Creek. Now they come through the centre of the ground. Goes the mark straight away. Wasn't 15, not sure where
Blake Murphy just give it off.
Does turnover straight away. This is going to be picked up pressure here by Ryan Commander. Has to win the ball. Doesn't. Taj Logan grabs another one straight down the throat here for Cade Garraway.
Bedrak's been...
Spills out. Now he's going to be under pressure again. Gives the hands off. Goes out very wide. I think that's Ben Ham. Ben Ham holds on to it.
Ben Ham's been electrifying today.
He has been very good. Goes out wide, looks for Jack Johnson. Doesn't get him, but Jack Johnson's second effort. He's under pressure. Brandon Comp picks the ball up around about 30. Gives the hands off straight away. They're 50 out now. Braden Garrard's going to pick it up. He's going to give the hands off. He's going to be greedy. Umpire says behind. Did all the hard yards.
Yeah, that's a shame there because Brandon's done the hard work there and he's run on with it there, Raiden. I would have just put my hand up and went back and settled. So, but... Diamond Creek straight out from full back.
It's going to go straight down the throat here of Campbell Walsh for Greensborough, though. Turnover straight through to the middle of the half-forward flank to Hasler. Hasler goes out even wider as the siren goes for half-time. 4-3-27. Greensborough leading Diamond Creek 1-5-11. We'll be back after a quick call from the sponsors.
All right, guys, stay with me for 2 minutes while we quickly talk about our sponsors that make our show happen each and every week. Let's start with All Things Safety Wear. Unit 2, number 15, Sherbourne Road, Briar Hill. If you're looking for safety wear, these guys are the very best in the business. Can't get there? They'll get it to you. allthingssafetywear.com. Go and see the boys there. They will look after you straight away. Now, if you're an electrician and you're looking for somewhere to buy your gear and have it supplied to you and you want the very best service on offer, Adrian White at Site Supply Australia is the man to do it. They're in Jersey Road, Epping. Give them a call. Visit them on their website, sitesupply.com.au, and he will come out and sort you out. I promise you'll get the very best service. You will not be disappointed. Tell him you're speaking to us and he will definitely give you the best price you can get. CoachSmart.com.au. CoachSmart boards are all for all levels of football, netball, basketball. If you're after the very best Australian-made coaching board, look no further than CoachSmart coaching boards. Speak to Tyler Ramsey, who's a big supporter of our show, as was his dad, Gary Ramsey, who is still a current coach at Whittlesea. Use the best boards from the best coaches and the best family. Go and speak to those guys, CoachSmart.com.au. Now, if you're looking to host a function at your club and you want access to the very best people available to come and speak at your function, Benny at signaturesports.com.au is the most connected guy I know in the industry. So if you're looking to have a function, have a special player, AFL player, whoever it might be, I promise you they're in his phone. Give him a call or visit him via his website on signaturesports.com.au. Absolute ripper guy, Benny. Been with us from day one. I think he's our oldest sponsor, actually. Diamond Valley Auto Care. Ash Garraway is the man. There's no one that services a car better in the world. Not just Australia and the Diamond Valley. In the world, the best mechanic. Go and see Ash Garraway at Diamond Valley Auto Care. We're looked after always by Brainy Brothers Brewing. They support local footy so much, and if there's a big event, they generally kick in a few slabs. You buy a heap of slabs off them, and it gives you more chance to make more money. They're an Australian brewery, actually produced here. Make sure you speak to James down there or Steph, and they will look after you if you tell them that Daz sent you. Today we're wearing Belgravia apparel, thanks to Shane Watson and his team at New Balance. We are fully kitted out and we're really grateful that we all get to look very professional each week on the footy show, and when we're commentating, Belgravia apparel is your place to go if you're looking for that corporate feel and you want some quality clothing. Other than that, Evan Printworks has been with us also since day dot. He is an absolute winner. Evan will know. If you call him on 9717 3030, he is your one-stop print shop. Please make sure you give him a call. He is the best in the business. And if you want to drive away happy, head down to Bayford Ford in Bundura. Ask for Adrian. He is the owner. He will look after you. He has looked after everyone we have sent there, and there has been an amazing amount of business done with Adrian, and he makes sure something goes back to your club of choice as well, which is just amazing. And he is just the best. And if you want a good car, you go to Ford. He will sort you out at Bayford in Bundura. General Chicken Co. also been with us from the very, very start. We are so blessed to have the very best chicken maker here going. His chicken and chips is as good as it gets. Go and see Nuri in McLeod it is, sorry. He supports West Heidelberg West. He's an absolute legend of a guy. Go and see him. He's your man. And also Aussie Green Lighting have been with us from the start, and we just can't be more grateful. If you have a commercial property and you're looking to get a new hot water system in there, they are the people to reach out to, Aussie Green Lighting. And last of all, Waytech Rendering has been with us, Wayne Cassar, from the start. If you're rendering your house, making modifications, new house, old house, whatever it might be, blocky units, the Rialto Towers, if that's what you need done, Wayne Cassar, waytechrendering.com.au. Make sure you speak to him, and thank you very much for supporting our sponsors.
And Keeney, tell me your thoughts about the first half of footy.
First half of football has just been it's been congested football. There's been no open space. Well, there's plenty of open space, but they're not taking the football out to it. So it's just been stoppage after stoppage. Greensborough late in that second quarter there, they seem to be sort of opening it up and switching it. But as soon as they switch it, they're not going quick enough. They're holding on to the pill too long, and that gives Diamond Creek time to get across and sort of go man on man. So I think the reports in the club rooms at a half time will be stop waiting and go, because if you go, we've got it on our pace, on our terms, and sort of make Diamond Creek sort of second guess what we're going to be doing. So at the moment, I still can't, even though that Greensborough is up at the moment, it's 27-11. I still can't sort of pick a winner here. I'd like to say Greensborough don't get the chocolates, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing at the moment. I'm actually liking what I see from Diamond Creek, because they're getting the game on their terms. So,
sorry, mate, it's probably harder to pick than a broken nose at the moment, because the truth is there's 7 scoring shots to 6, Ben, and I think at the end of the day, had of Diamond Creek kicked straight, we would have a pretty even game. So when it comes down to skill, I think both skill levels are very similar here. If anything, I would say Greensborough's used the ball a little bit better, but thank God for Brinley, Hasler, guys like that. Harry Andrejko's put his head over the board. Bit stiff, I think, for Harry not to probably have 3 or 4 more free kicks, but the same goes for Liam Farrar and also Kay Garraway. I thought they were probably a bit stiff not to get some. So they've evened themselves out. For me, what I want to see more of in this second half is I want to see Greensborough really open the play up.
100%.
And because I actually think Diamond Creek have opened the play up. They're the ones opening up, and they probably haven't been rewarded for that effort just yet. But that will come. They're a strong side. We've seen they've taken on some of the best sides, including Hurstbridge, and beaten them early in this season. So they'll be off and running. No weather concerns. It's a beautiful day. The ground is dry. There was some very early drizzle. That's all dried up. There is not a breath of wind. Maybe that fart you let go at the start of the game might have been the only wind that's been in here, Keeney. But I think we're in for a pretty action-packed second half. Who's been your best so far? If you've got to pick a best couple, who stood out for you in the first half?
Look, I like Benny Ham from Greensborough. I think he's been great for two quarters. Marty Fitzgerald's been pretty good as well.
Yep.
I'm liking what I'm seeing with Big Howie. He's the talk about him, obviously first time I'm seeing him live today.
Yep.
I like the way he goes about it. Like to see him sort of run and jump a little bit more at it instead of just going body on body. But one bloke from Diamond Creek who I watched him as a junior, and he's just developed over the years. He's a fantastic football player. He's Jolie Randall. So I tell you now, the size of the kid, I'm glad I don't play football, and I'm glad I'm not a forward, because he'd make you earn every single kick.
I've been impressed from Diamond Creek with Taj Logan. I think it's those little 1%ers he does, head over the ball. Jack Empey, I think, gets a fair bit of it. He's been doing pretty well. Your guy, Jacob Bedrick, had he snagged that goal there, I would have said
he's doing his job.
I think these boys are all playing a good style of footy, but, gee, you can't get nothing off them. They tie the ball up pressure-wise so quickly, and that's not a stat. That doesn't show up on this stat sheet, but what it does show is they're not going to give you a millimetre, and for Greensborough, I agree with you. I think Ben Ham's been best on ground for them, but I think Thomas Brindley's been sensational.
Yeah, he's been great.
Hasler's been having a big crack. Howard's been winning the ruck. Rosenbrook as well has been there. And Jack Johnson, when he gets the ball, he's been dangerous. So I'd be trying to put it down the throat a little bit more of Jack Johnson.
Yeah.
I think Comp was a little bit quieter that quarter with 1 or 2 touches. They might have just tagged him up there.
Yeah, I think they got the tag going on him.
He's got to break that off if he's going to, push out wide and get that. And I was impressed that despite not having too many goals on the board other than that ripper, Brody Glenn has presented himself all day. Now, if they are the fitter side, and I'm not sure whether they are or they're not, but if they are the fitter side, Brody Glenn will rip you apart in the second half.
100%.
But so will Taj Logan and Kay Garraway. They will not give you a millimetre if it's there as the umpires come out. The players aren't here. We're going to go to one more quick break. Actually, we're going to, as the siren goes, we're going to quickly play our theme song, and we'll be back in about 2.5 minutes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Dust on the footy, sun on the grass. First whistle blowing, feels like it's fast. Luke Collins grinning, boots tight. Marcus Lentini saying, boys, it's our night. Nash Holmes laughing in the warm-up line. Luke Lavalvo talking this year's our time. Jack Johnson clapping down the huddle real hard. Luke Bunker stomping out the mud in the yard. We got boots on, season on, hearts all in. Love this game like your own damn kid. From the first loud bounce to the last late light, we live for the contest, live for the fight. Every name on this jumper proud and strong. This is our town, our team, our song. We got boots on, season on, sing along. Cause we're playing for the love of football. Yeah. Ty's Logan joking as he tapes that knee. Tom Key's pointing where the gaps might be. Blake Fitzgerald eyes up the post so tall. Ben McCarthy ready for the high heart ball. Daniel O'Dwyer with the cool calm stare. Coyote running like he's flying on air. Kalen Anderson crashes every pack he sees. David Evans talking tactics on the breeze. Parker Healy fires up the crowd with a roar. Ben Ham says one more drill, just one more. Josh Lansfield leads us in that old club song. Every single voice saying this is where we belong. We got boots on, season on, hearts all in. Love this game like our own damn kin. From the first loud bounce to the last late light, we live for the contest, live for the fight. Every name on this jumper proud and strong. This is our town, our team, our song. We got boots on, season on, sing along. Cause we're playing for the love of football. From the red dirt ovals to the bright big stands, we're muddy and bloody, but we still shake hands. Win, lose, or draw, we'll come back again. Same old mates, same old game. We got boots on, season on, hearts all in. Love this game like our own damn kin. From the first loud bounce to the last late light, we live for the contest, live for the fight. Every name on this jumper proud and strong. This is our town, our team, our song. We got boots on, season on, sing along. Cause we're playing for the love of football.
And welcome back. Perfect timing for the song. Don't want to take too much credit there, but I wrote that song earlier this year, and it's been a hit with most of the boys. As the umpires are out, the players are in positions, Ben, and we're getting ready. No change to the weather. It's absolute perfect conditions for footy, and it's nice to be in the snug box here, the commentary box.
It is nice and warm in here.
Thanks to all of our sponsors, including Brainy Brewing, for just contributing and making it happen. Ball gets held aloft by the central umpire as we get ready to start the premiership quarter, and up she goes, ball up. Won by Diamond Creek. Howard might have gone a bit early. Taken without the ball there. Would have been a free kick to Rosenbrook. Tries to take off again, and it's tied up. Asks the umpire why. Umpire says, give it to me, and shush up. Throws the ball up in the air. Howard grabs that one out of the ruck like a champion, kicks it forward inside 50, tapped forward, picked up very quickly. Could argue he didn't have the ball. Umpire lets it go. Call that one all. All Diamond Creek out the back though. Nice kick forward out to the wing, tapped out there. It's going to be a competition by Ryan Commander there. Ball finds the safety of the boundary line as Ryan Commander applies enough pressure for it to find the boundary only a minute into this third quarter.
Nothing of him, Ryan Commander, but he always seems to find himself in the heat. So credit to the way he goes about his football.
Ball thrown in. Beautiful little soccer kick from Nathan Howard as the ball pushes into the forward 50 for Greensborough on a 45 metres out from their goal as the umpire comes in to ball it up. It's been a great ruck duel between the both. Hasler puts his head over the ball, not to be, but picked up by Benny Ham. Who else is going to find the safety of the boundary as Brodie Glenn nearly picks it up, and he would have been pretty magical from that position, and we're now 30 metres out from the goal. Now, I just want to say the boundary umpire throwing this ball in, I'm pretty sure umpired the game before. There must have been an injury. He has come back out, and he's now throwing the ball in, doing a great job of it. Gone up in the ruck there by Thomas Brindley. He comes to ground very quickly, has a second effort, nearly had his head ripped off there, did the Diamond Creek player. Not to be, umpire says play on. Uncontested mark
Jolly Randall again.
Joel Randall right on the about 20 metres out from the Greensborough goal. He's looking for someone, no one there, so he's going to come down the wing in a long bomb. 2-on-1, not the right kick. Pops out to the back there, and straight away young Nicholas Barrow will pick the ball. No, sorry, Darcy Laurie picks the ball up there, and he's met very, very quickly by Ben Money, who's had a ripper.
He's been fantastic since coming up from the reserves. He's definitely earned his spot up here today.
Yeah, I don't think he has any concerns about getting sent back next week from what we've seen so far.
No, he's definitely playing his role, and he's playing his role well. So he's been fantastic in the reserves. Definitely earned his spot.
Ball is out on the centre wing, outside of the ground. Ball thrown up, tapped out by Howard again, hits the ground. I think it's McFawn, gets pushed off the ball, picked up then on the outside by Jesse Thompson, goes inside 50 for himself. Holding the man. Yeah. Umpire's going to have to grab that. He doesn't. He lets it go. Wouldn't like that to result in a goal. Picked up as the last line of defence by McCubbin, and Comp tackled without the ball close to the boundary line. Umpire says we'll throw it in.
That's a free kick every day of the week to Josh Bolton there. He's a bit unlucky, or he's just been dropped now. There's a bit of heat going on down in that back line there for Greensborough. So
pressure cooker time as the ball's thrown in about 35 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal. They've got numbers everywhere. I see their jumpers, and that's exactly what they do. They pick the ball up, they go to the big high
great hands.
And the mark there.
Great hands.
I'm not sure about the distance, but Nicholas Barrow grabs that ball. I think it went higher than it did further, but yeah, he's going to line up from around about 45 metres out directly in front of goal. And good mark. You've got to take him. Tall boy, Nicholas Barrow as well. Very capable of kicking the goals too. So he goes back, he wipes the ball clean.
Basketball background. Barrow used to watch him as up at Diamond Valley Stadium there. He's always elite. So as he's heading in,
he's going to kick this from about 30.
He's kicked a beautiful goal there. He celebrates. The boys get around him.
Well, a couple of plays there probably didn't go the way they would think, but you got to stop this uncontested marks they take in their forward 50 Greensborough if you're going to allow it, because they're not giving you that luxury.
No, they're not.
They're not. You can't give it to them.
No, down back they've got Bolton who's doing his job well. McFawn's down there. He played ruck all last week. They've pretty much got their back six, so they need to really tighten up. So the backline coach from Greensborough want to get the runner out and start saying lockdown on them, and they're getting the easy kicks down there.
4 minutes into the third quarter, and it's 4-3, 27 to Greensborough to 2-5. 17 for Diamond Creek. As the ball goes up, falls in the hands of Ben Ham. Now it goes out wide to McCubbin. McCubbin looks for the inside 50 to skipper Jack Johnson. Gets that probably on the 60-metre mark out. He's got options in Howard. Doesn't go there. Takes his time. He's probably gone the chip kick now, straight over. Wrong kick, I think, definitely.
Wrong kick.
He definitely went to the pressure. Picked up again. Is that McFawn? No, it's not.
No,
It's Rosenbrook.
Rosenbrook.
Rosenbrook goes out wide. Picked up there. I can't see who that is exactly right there.
Got
but that is
McCubbin inboard now. He's
McCubbin
been
goes
inboard.
in. It's a one-on-one, but it's all Diamond Creek out the back there. Picked up then, I think.
Brody Glenn.
Brody Glenn.
Oh, it's just had left
Point.
it. Yeah, left to the goalpost.
Not to be. You've got to put those ones away when you're in 15 metres in front. Like to see those go through. Looks like the ball's going to get kicked in here.
Greensborough over the last couple of weeks haven't been starting all that well in the second half.
Jacob Booth.
So they've had multiple goals kicked against them in the second half of football. So it's something they want to tighten up.
Straight down the wing, another 65, 70-metre kick, but Mr. Reliable Jackson Davies picks it up on the wing. He goes for the short pass. It's into the hands of Tom Brindley. Gets it off, a bit of a hospital hair pass, but pushed out by Hasler. Says, I'll have all of that. Rosenbrook gives him the, I don't think so. Picked up. It's going to fall into the hands of skipper Jack Johnson again. Is it hands off? Can we get to snap off the goal? Pressure everywhere from Diamond Creek. Fantastic tackling, Diamond Creek. Indeed.
Marty Fitzgerald just couldn't get it to his boot.
That's pressure. This is what they do so well, Diamond Creek. They apply pressure everywhere. If you think of a metre, they're not even giving you half of that when you get the ball. Ball spills out very quickly, finds a safety to Vangeline, 15 metres out from the Greensborough goal.
Just spilled out of Marty Fitzgerald's hands again, so he's had two opportunities in a matter of 10 seconds there.
One inside 50, and they scored 3 inside 50s here for Greensborough, and hasn't to be just yet. Picked up on the ground there by Brody Glenn, then spills out straight away a tackle. He's going to get called for taking off with the ball. The Greensborough player free kick on the last line of defence to I think, is it Booth? I can't see who that is, but Diamond Creek have the ball in the last line of defence. There's a little bit of argy-bargy in the background. He's going to try and switch the ball. He doesn't. So it was Tyler Barnes, who got the ball out. Kicks to a competition. Ball spills out, but he picks it up still. The Diamond Creek player goes down the far wing. The two fast men in Hasler and his opponent go out wide to pick the ball up. It's just going to spill. It's going to be met pretty hard very quickly. Hasler's got it back in his hands. Probably took a fraction too long to get, but Harry Andronico gets rid of it quickly down the throat of Howard, I think it is, who looks for your big man, Rayton Garrard, who's going to kick on a 45-degree angle from about 35 metres out.
Big knuckles, Garrard. I'm not even going to open my mouth here. I'm not going to say whether he's going to kick it or not, because he was out by about 60 metres before I went home and nailed it home.
I just said before that they weren't getting uncontested marks in their forward line. I think that might be their first uncontested mark they've had in their forward 50, Greensborough. Very, very important, as Diamond Creek have got off with a goal, that they answer very quickly, because they've had a couple of chances for no score. Runs in. He's going to have to kick from 35 out, very close to the man on the mark. He goes this funny-looking worm-burning kick, and that could be on the full.
That is on the full.
Oh, glad you didn't moz him. Anyway, it's no score to be done there, and that's 4 inside 50s for no score. Balls are going to be brought back in again by Boothie, I think. Is it? No.
Got numbers across the other side of the ground there. Jackson Davies uses his body well there. That was a beautiful mark.
He's going to look for the short kick. It's going to find Thomas Brindley. He's held all sea of Diamond Creek players. Beautiful hands out. Kicked out wide to Joe Randall, who goes up for an uncontested mark to Taj Logan. Gives a quick hands off on the outside. Picked up there by Darcy Laurie. Doesn't nail it. It's going to find the safety of the boundary. But they've just gained 150 metres in 15 seconds.
Yeah, no, they've been great with that. Their defence has been fantastic all day, Diamond Creek. They've linked up and just a run and carry of the footy. So just the way Greensborough goes into their 450, it's been a common thing for weeks now. It's just bombed in. It's really messy football, and you can't score big scores to finish finals and win games of football weekly if you're not doing it properly.
So kick out of the ruck to Nathan Howard. Nathan Howard goes down the wing, but it's all going to be Thomas Brindley again there, contested mark. He's going to have to... No, he's taken it off him. He's called it in the back, umpire. Goes out wide anyway, the Diamond Creek player right
Marshall.
on the boundary line to Marshall. Marshall's going to have it quite wide. Goes into the inside 50, about 45 metres out. It's all Hasler picking it up, trying to clean it up. But he's met with a sea of these Diamond Creek jumpers again.
Hasler again.
Now he's off again. He's recovered his own ball. He goes out wide down the wing. He's got an unmarked man.
By himself, Jackson.
Fisher goes off.
Jack Johnson here by himself.
Andronico gets
Beautiful.
it, and it's uncontested mark there to Jack Johnson around about 20 metres out. I'm going to call it maybe on a 5-degree angle and probably looking after him a bit there in those beautiful shiny orange boots as we hit the 10-minute mark of the second quarter, and the score is 4-4-28. Greensborough to Diamond Creek 2-5-17. He's going to line up here. He'll kick from about 25, I reckon, at most. Starts his walk in. Love everything about this 3-time consecutive best and fairest. Drops it onto the boot. Umpire doesn't move, and that's a very important goal for them to get back at this early stage.
Good captain's goal to finish off. Good passage of play there. It started from deep in the back line. They brought it up and hit him laces out. So it's nice that he's went back and actually finished hard work off from the back line.
Going to give him my first red alert for the day, okay? Despite them kicking the goal and the Waytech rendering scoreboard there and going 5-4-34 to Diamond Creek 2-5-17, my red alert is they move the ball from the goal square down to about 30 metres out to their forward line, Diamond Creek, in 15 seconds. You will not get away with that too often.
Yeah, no.
Ball thrown up, tap won by both. Fisher under pressure straight away to try and get it onto the boot. Umpire says, I'll have it back and call it again. We'll throw it up right in the centre of the ground where the last one was decided. Straight up he goes. Both boys holding. You could say he threw him off there, and that's exactly what the umpire
play on
says.
here.
No.
Inside 50, taking a mark.
A little bit of frustration there. Too busy remonstrating with the umpire there, the Greensborough player, and what happened is they just played on. They went around. He was arguing with him. He was standing on the mark. So correct play on decision, and they get an uncontested mark in there. Forward 50. He's going to kick directly in front from about 45 metres out the Diamond Creek player for that quick answer. That is my red alert. You can't let them move the ball up the centre that quickly, Keeney.
Nah, that was even the laid out. The bloke that's got it now, I think his name's, is it Farah?
Is it Gunn?
Yeah.
And he's put that straight through.
He slotted
that for that.
But you know what? Beautiful laid out outside 50. He's taken the beautiful mark, went back, settled, and got that goal back, that Greensborough. He's just answered that goal back.
12 minutes, 19 into the third quarter, and thanks to the Waytech rendering scoreboard, 5-4-34 to 3-5-23 to Diamond Creek, and we have a game on our hands here, and it's 11 points halfway through the third quarter. As a coach, Ben, to try and explain to the listeners, I'd be filthy if you're arguing with an umpire in the market and they've taken 100%. Off and scored a quick goal. Red alert was spot on. Ball goes up. Free kick coming back to Nathan Howard. He's going to look for the quick hands. That's a second man on the mark. You can't run on the mark there, not to be. Play on, goes inside 50. Picked up beautifully there by, I think it was Marty Fitzgerald.
Yeah, it was Marty.
And he snaps for the point, unfortunately.
Oh, it's on beyond play here. They're getting into Commander here. I'm not too sure what's happened earlier, but they're definitely having a crack at him.
Well, ball to be brought back in here. He takes off the Diamond Creek player, goes long, met hard, goes down the centre wing. It's all Creek.
Oh, he's got up there.
Taking it off each other. Ball hits the ground. Got to win the ball here. If you want to head over it, and that's exactly what they do. Diamond Creek's heads over the ball. He's caught with it, and that's fair. And dedication by that player is at 42 there. I think it's James Allison for Diamond Creek. Put his head over the ball, working hard. Tap out to both goes well. Kicked off very quickly there by Laurie. Laurie goes down to his half-forward flank. Contested possession.
He got the ball out. Bedrak again here. Bedrak sending it forward.
Second goal, is it? Oh, dribbles it along the ground into a point. This could have been red alert number 2. Because they've started the quarter, in my opinion, a little bit faster, Diamond Creek, despite a goal each to them. Ball comes out very quickly from Ben Panham, and they look like they're going to switch back to the other side very
You
quickly.
got Jackson Davies out here on the wing by himself.
Comp gets the ball, turns him inside out, goes out wide to the kick. Brindley asks for the ball, but Jackson Davies is going to be the flyer, and he doesn't manage to hold on to Brindley's there to mop up. That's not a bad thing. Back to Comp. Gives off the kick straight down the throat of Ryan Commander. Commander's got it, who's been a little roughed up this quarter, goes back all the way to Harry Andronico. He takes off straight away, as he always does, goes out wide for another switch, but I'm not sure to who he's going to be under a lot of pressure pretty quickly by a sea of jumpers. Handed over to Bolton. Bolton goes down the wing now for Greensborough. Right down the hands of Fisher, I think it is.
No, that's Howard out there on the wing.
Howard, is it? Sorry, goes out. He goes for the inside 50. Out the back. There's the big man, Marty Fitzgerald. He's looking for someone in the guts. He's off. He's seen him. He takes it. He kicks it down the throat. He's looking for the big man, Garrard. Gets the mark. 20 metres out.
You went early. It's not Garrett. That's Big Benny Fisher. That's just come back.
I went one early.
He has, but I'm sure Raiden will be...
I think they're at the same hairdresser. That's what I can assure you.
They're both big, solid units, but good to see Benny Fisher back after a broken jaw.
The lights aren't flashing over there in that black Commodore. He would have been going bananas for this one as Fisher runs in 25 metres out, 45-degree angle. They need it. He umpire doesn't move at all.
He likes it. They're
celebrating.
Nods
the head, yes, and that's a goal. Bang goes Greensborough on the scoreboard. And they go to 6-5, 40-something because the scoreboard's just gone onto the goal sign. Proudly brought to you by Waytech Rendering, 6-5, 41 to Diamond Creek, 3-6-24. To explain to the viewers at home, we have a pole right in front of the scoreboard of us. We have to go left and right to get the full score as the ball comes back to the centre keeney.
And your numbers aren't all that good either, are they, Darren? You struggled with maths at school. And
no, 1 plus 27, isn't it?
Look, it's starting to get a bit of a free-flowing sort of game of football now. So ball's back up.
Picked up there straight away by Diamond Creek as he goes out wide to the far wing.
Blake Murphy
gives it off. Blake Murphy, beautiful kick in, but it's all going down the throat of a Greensborough player. Can't see it is. I think it's Ben Panham. Goes out wide. It's all Greensborough out here. If they can pick the ball up quickly, doesn't. Pressure comes in beautifully from the Diamond Creek player to find the safety of the boundary. Should have run away with that a little bit better there, Greensborough. Out on our side, commentary box. Probably just backwards centre towards the Diamond Creek goal. Someone's... did he trip? Just trip?
I think it was...
Ball thrown in. Brindley gives the tap forward. Picked up again. Look at the wide running here for Diamond Creek. Taj Logan's got it out wide. Under pressure straight away. And out of bounds, says the umpire. Bring it back to me. Same position, really. Half forward flank for the Diamond Creek forward line. Not sure what happened there. They're all having a giggle, so it must have been all fun. Ball's about thrown in on our side, 55 or 60 out. In the hand straight away of Diamond Creek, and that's Jacob Booth, Mr. Reliable, off to Taj Logan. Taj Logan goes for a centering kick, forward 50. Crummers out the back is all Greensborough, though. I think I've said that 2 or 3 times. So Harry Andronico out the far side. Is that Brody Glenn? Brody Glenn's now got the ball. He goes wide for a beautiful centering kick to Ned Rosenbrook, who's right in the middle of the ground. So he's looking for the quick kick-off. He does that. He's under pressure, though. I can't see who's got it out there wide. Benny, haven't got the specs on, but Harry Andronico puts his head over the ball. Harry Andronico gets it off, kicks for a centre and kick in. He looks for Benny Ham, not to be. Brody Glenn picks it up and it's going to get wrapped up 45 metres out from the Greensborough goal on the far side.
From both sides, we're starting to see a little bit more free-flowing football. So it's actually exciting football at the moment. So... But Brindley up in the ruck. We still on board here?
Yeah, you're all right. No,
sorry, mate.
You go. No, sorry, mate. I was just adjusting the volume.
Sorry to that to the listeners. But we got another stoppage here.
I was hoping you were saying sorry to me, not to be. Doesn't matter. Ball gets thrown up. Both guys tap it out. We'll call it evens. Both overrun it, but Ben Ham goes back for second effort. Head over the balls. Exactly the same spot. It's taken to ground, and umpire comes in and says, "I'll throw the ball up."
I can't wait to see the stats when they come available.
Stoppages. Tap out by Brindley again. Picked up there by Diamond Creek. This is what they've done well. Their running game's been sensational once they take off at a stoppage. I think that must be part of their plan, Ben. Get the stoppage, set up that if they win the ball, they go backwards every time, backwards and wide, and they're off.
And then they go. I tell you what, watching them on TV during the week, it's great to watch it. But watching them live, it's actually I
Goes
enjoy
Bolton,
watching.
sorry to cut you
You're
off
right,
there.
mate.
Bolton's picked up a ripper and he slotted it into the forward 50. Pops out beautiful right out in front of the coach's box.
Hasler.
Picked up along the ground by Hasler. Picked up again, I think that's Brody Glenn, gets the ball off and it's going to run forward towards the boundary line 20 metres out from the Bundura goal line as we hit the 20-minute mark of
And
the
just
third
to correct
quarter.
you again, Daz, we're not at Bundura. We're at the mighty Greensborough Football Club today at War Memorial Oval.
This
We
is,
will correct him.
I want everybody to ring in and thank Ben for his last game ever of commentary. He's doing better than me. That can't happen as the ball's brought back in by the umpire. It's a mad pack of people attacking the ball, head over the ball. Looks like it's going to get tied up. Pops out the back, actually, for Diamond Creek, which is where they've done well all day as it popped out the back. They're asking for deliberate. Can they suck the umpire into it? No, he says he's a good young umpire.
Young Kingy, that umpire, he's that for his age, he's actually done a lot of senior football.
He's heading to the AFL, make no mistake about that young man. A ball gets thrown in on the far wing on the half-forward flank for Greensborough, picked up by Tom Brindley, gets his kick away after doing the ruck himself. Brody Glenn grabs the ball up very clean, but he's met straight away by the Diamond Creek player, and they'll sit directly in front of goal for Greensborough, 50 metres out, as the ball is thrown back up. Ball hits the deck very quickly, picked up by by Diamond Creek's Taj Logan, gets the ball out forward. Greensborough get foot on ball, comes across right in front of us now in the commentary box. Met here or overrun the ball, the fish did, not to be, and the ball comes out the back to Harry Andronico. Hasler grabs it. They need a mark up here forward, not to be out the back. They've got the numbers if they can run on. He's at the big fish this time, gets fit to ball. Is it going to hit the boundary? No, rush behind, asking for deliberate, but it is a fair call there that it is a behind to Greensborough, who go to 6-5-41 to Diamond Creek 3-6-24 on the Waytech rendering scoreboard.
Brody Glenn has not had time to breathe today. He's been under the pump. Every time he gets the football in his vicinity, he's been manhandled. So,
Great
fantastic
mark there. I can't see who that was. We're about to tell you, though.
It's Burrow.
Burrow, fantastic mark for Diamond Creek, out on the wing. Goes for possession football, smart football, finds it straight down the throat of Cade Garraway. Cade Garraway with maybe the coolest haircut at Diamond Creek, out on the wing in front of us, looks for the possession footy. He doesn't have that. He's going to have to go and kick long, try to get some yardage. He does exactly that and finds about 40 metres down, and they'll be about 75 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal on our side of the ground, Ben.
Yeah, got another throw in here, and we've got Brindley in the ruck here against Burrow. So two athletic sort of blokes going at it. Always a short throw in by the boundary umpire. I'd like to see him come in.
He is filling in.
All
Brindley
right.
gets the kick away. It's back out in front of us now. Garrard's come a long way up to get the ball. Not to be the balls. That's nearly as deliberate as you get.
they come.
But not to be caught. There was a couple of people under pressure there. Just want to say that Montmorency are 50 points up now over Banyule, which is a huge lead for Monty. They are back bigger and better than ever. And Hursty have hit the front against Bundura. As the ball's thrown back in, Brindley's in the ruck, giving Howard a bit of a spell. Ball comes out, hits the ground. Comp gets the ball,
again.
long handball out. Playing a much better quarter this time. A horrible handball out by Jack Johnson, which is a rare mistake from him, as the ball gets turned over and it's down the throat of Darcy Laurie for Diamond Creek. He kicks the ball in. He's got a serious target on there. Bolts is going to sweep up. It's exactly what he does. Gives the ball off to McCubbin even wider. Out to McFawn, it might have been. Harry Andronico's off. McCubbin gets the ball back. A mark here is exactly what they need before three-quarter time for Greensy. They pick the ball up. Great tackle by Greensborough to take him to ground, but again, mopping up out the back. This is what they do so well, Diamond Creek. He's met with a lot of love. That's dropping the ball. That's dropping the ball. What not to be called. Brandon Comp picks it up. Handball out isn't all that effective. Maybe it is. It drops in, gives him a chance to kick inside 50. Brody Glenn's met hard. The tackles are on from both sides now, and this one's going to get tied up by Hasler at about 48 metres out from the Greensborough goal.
Not long to go in this third quarter, but the heat's definitely still there.
23 minutes in, 23:38 in. Ball thrown up. Oh, that's a good win over the back by Brindley there. Need to hold on to the ball. They do. It's going to pop out beautifully now here. I think too high.
A little bit high.
Oh, umpire doesn't call. It should have been too high for Greensborough. Perhaps he didn't see that he was behind the ball. Tough one to read back there. Punched out this time, won by Diamond Creek. Down the throat, and there's a free kick being tipped out here, and it's going to go the way of Diamond Creek. And it's a blood rule as well. Hang on.
Oh, and that's a nasty gash above his right eye there.
Yes, that's we've got him running directly to us. They're calling the player on straight away to pull the speed up. This is deliberately trying to slow the play down here. There's no need to slow the play down there. What are they doing? He's still on the ground. They can't start the game again. That's not on.
No, it's definitely not on. He had to go through the
holding up the plate.
Interchange gates there, but that's a decent old cut on his eye there. He's got the trainers working with him now. So.
All right, Diamond Creek get the ball from the defensive 50 and they take the ball out wide. Picked up there by Greensborough. Brindley, I think it is again on the far side, grabs it. This is going to be Rosenbrook again. Goes for the chip back in, looking for Jack Johnson. Right on the 50-metre line. It's another C. Oh, it's another C of Diamond Creek, but to be met hard by the Greensborough players. Ball's just bouncing their way at the moment. Diamond Creek pops straight back. He's in the back. He's going to be paid. How is that not in the back, Ben, for Diamond Creek?
Yeah, no, definitely in the back. Definitely in the back there, but they've got open numbers here.
Worm burner of a kick goes forward. Diamond Creek into their forward 50 right on it as the siren goes for three-quarter time. As the ball goes out and as we go to the Waytech rendering scoreboard, 6-6-42. Greensborough lead 3-6. 24, 18-point lead going into three-quarter time. Very quickly before we go around the grounds, last time Greensborough led by 18 points was against Banyule, and they got rolled by about the same margin. So let's go around the grounds, and then we'll come back and talk about the rest of this one. Okay, quick wrap-up here, three-quarter time. I think it's all in the balance here. My take is I think I'm going to call that quarter even. I'm going to call the first and the third quarter even. I'm going to say the second quarter was a bit of a win there by Diamond Creek. I got to be honest, and rarely do I say this. I'm an ex-umpire, and I give them credit all the time. But all I would say to this game here is there's been some decisions that have been clear as day. The push in the back there, right in front of us, umpire in the perfect position, took out the Diamond Creek player. I would be filthy if I was Diamond Creek. There's been plenty either way. But, the one thing I would say is they've been consistent. So they've consistently missed a couple, and that's okay. That's footy. We don't expect them to do it right. The discipline act that cost Greensborough a goal, I would be filthy on. And I think it was Nathan Howard arguing with the umpire over the decision. I do think Nathan Howard should have got the free kick to begin with, but it doesn't matter. The decision's made, and they scored in about 9 seconds straight down the road there.
Yeah, it was quick. Yep. Yeah, it was lightning quick. But just obviously coming up from Division 2, winning the flag last year, they have impressed me so much, Diamond Creek, just the way they go about their style of football. Obviously, tranquilly, he's got him playing his way of football, and I'm really impressed. I'm sort of blown away by it, actually, because normally when a side comes up from Division 2 to Division 1, they get blown out the park.
Yep.
Well, here, they've drawn with Monty. They've lost to North Heidelberg, and they've had 2 wins against 2 quality outfits in Hurstbridge and the Bulls. And they're pushing, realistically, if they kick straight in the first quarter, this game's going into the last quarter. This is a heat game, yeah? It's to be won.
9 scoring shots to 12, so I think the score component is right, but it might have been closer than 18 points. All right, so for me, what Greensborough need to do, and obviously I watch them nearly every week, Greensborough need to turn on their afterburners, because if you give Diamond Creek a sniff now, Diamond Creek will run home with it. One thing bonus here for Greensborough, I would say, is their stoppage game's not going to work now.
Yeah.
Now, this could be danger as well for Greensborough, because Diamond Creek's electric game is sensational when they let go. We've seen how quick they move the ball from one end to another.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more of that out of Diamond Creek.
Well, I'd like that from a Greensborough point of view. Jackson Davies been solid down back. Josh Bolton's been solid down back. I think even Ben Money from the reserves last year, I'd like to see Jacob Pickett, big cobber down forward, actually clunk a couple of big marks for him. But I'd love to see him actually hit our foot inside 50 clean. Yep. At the moment, it's just I said it last quarter. We're bombing the ball inside 50. You can't expect your forwards to do their role and go back and slot goals when it's coming in dirty. You need to hit the forwards up clean and give them some. Their running patterns are fantastic. You've got running patterns there, but they're not using them. They're just bombing it.
Need a few more contributors other than Ben Ham, who's had an absolute
100%.
belter. He's definitely been best on ground. Thomas Brindley wouldn't be far behind him, and
Jackson
Hasler's been fantastic as well. Howard's been good in the ruck, but I want to see more from that side. And when it comes to Diamond Creek, I love this passage down the middle. I'd love to see Diamond Creek take that ball down the middle and really start to dominate through the guts. I think their best way home is down the middle.
I've finally seen something. No, he's heading back out to the wing. I'd love to see Brandon Comp actually go and have a run in the guts. The kid's got wheels and he takes off. I just find we're a little bit flat-footed in the middle, and I'd love to see him actually get the opportunity to go and, you know what, use your quality, and your quality is the ball movement and how he is by foot. Now,
Maybe even just to give Andronico a bit of a spell every now and then.
100%.
Has merit. Well, the umpire's back in the middle. They're waiting for the last couple of people to exit the ground. We are in for a cracking last quarter here. Greensborough versus Diamond Creek at War Memorial Reserve. 6-6-42. Greensborough to 3-6-24 as the ball goes up, hits the ground straight away, and it's going to fall into the hands of Greensborough. Out by Harry Andronico, who we just spoke about, picks the ball up on the halfback flank, goes forward, down to the half-forward flank now for Greensborough, met by all the Diamond Creek players. It's all Diamond Creek. There's a sea of them at the moment. Great smother there by Jack Johnson. Falls back into the hands of Diamond Creek, and the ball gets about a 25-metre gain by Diamond Creek along the boundary line, where the umpire will throw it in, probably about 75 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal.
Even that stoppage there, when the balls just went over the boundary line, it was Jackson Davies against two Diamond Creek players. They're getting numbers around the pill.
Their number running game, Diamond Creek's elite. Anyway, the ball comes back in. Tap out one there by Diamond Creek. Hits the ground, goes forward by Greensborough player.
Great straight running.
Met straight away, as you say, straight running by the Diamond Creek player. Gets possession back. Fantastic smother there. Jackson Davies, I think it was, out in the far side. Ball comes out now. It's in the hands of Thomas Brindley. 55 metres out from goal. Surely he doesn't. He does. He's slotted it from 50 metres out. That one is amazing goal, Keeney. This is what we're talking about. The fastest way home is down the middle, isn't it?
It's straight down the middle, mate. And it's all credit from the back line. The back line swung it, got it out, got it moving, got it out to Brindley. Brindley finishes it off. You rarely see him waste an opportunity, Brindley. He's fantastic.
Very important as they bring the ball back here. Thanks to Waytech rendering the scoreboard 1 minute 30 in. Greensborough 7-6-48 to Diamond Creek 3-6-24. Now we're out to a 24-point game. This might be trouble signs if they get the next one straight up. Greensborough ball goes up, tapped down there by Diamond Creek, and the ball's straight held up. And the centre umpire says, I'll have this ball back to throw it up. He does exactly that. Both ruckmen go hard there. That's fair by both. And straight away, that tackle pressure by Diamond Creek, sensational.
Yeah, Commander's been good in the middle as well. As soon as he gets it, he's just been tackled.
Tapped out again there by Howard. Look, he put his head over it on Andronico straight away, but it's brought to ground. Maybe pulled in there by the Diamond Creek player. Umpire has the best view and says, not on this occasion. I'll throw it up. Virtually centre of the ground again. Very quick throw up. He's done that well today. Big punch forward by Howard. Could have been holding the man there for sure. He doesn't. He lets it go. Strong tackle there, taken down very, very solidly is Jack Johnson for Greensborough. And it probably sits just before their half-forward flank for Greensborough. Picked up by Howard. He goes a 60-metre bomb out of the middle. They get a mark here. It might be game pretty early. He's not there. Tackles him to ground. Pops out now. All Diamond Creek. They've got the numbers out the back. You're going to have to kick to a competition. Bolton's been fantastic as he puts the punch behind his ears just to make sure that the ball finds the safety of the boundary. And Compt asking him what hair product he's wearing as well. Not really sure. I've seen Brandon fight. Not much chop. Wouldn't be going on to too much of that. Ball gets thrown in by the umpire. Punch forward there. Picked up by Ben Ham, who's been absolutely sensational all day. Two guys on him. Umpire says, I'll have it on the Greensborough half-forward flank commentary side of the ground. Another win there by Greensborough, tapped out, straight down the throw to Ham, picked up again. Oh, had his head ripped off there, I think, did he, the Greensborough player, not to be. But we're about 50 metres out, I think, from the Greensborough goal. No messing around, ball thrown up there by the umpire straight away. Leans over the ball, comes out to Harry Andronico, who's never been given the free kick, but he's too far out, 75 metres. Goes the short stab pass in. They fly, but it's all Diamond Creek out the back, it seems. Brody Glenn's lurking in the background. Be very, very careful as they go the gang tackle, and they're about the top of the goal square, around about 10 metres out from goal, as the ball is brought to ground, and the umpire, young fella, says, get out my way, I'm going to tap forward. He does exactly that, falls into the hands of Glenn, not to be, punches out. Diamond Creek, he got the numbers there. Ham tackles him fantastically to hold the ball up. Still about 15, 20 metres out from goal. Pressure in there is sensational, Keeney.
Yeah, you got that. They've dropped Nathan Howard back here.
Rosenbrook picks up the ball, goes for a huge snap. It's going to be 1 point, I think. I think it was Rosenbrook. It was. Or could have been a game-killing game. Now it's going to get bought out as the umpire waves the flag. 25-point lead to Greensborough, around about 4 minutes in. Goes the big kick down the middle, which is where I said they should have been going all day.
Great.
Harry Andronico flies, comes out. Bolton gets the kick-off. He's going to get credited with an inside 50. Jack Johnson standing underneath the ball, not to be. Where's the runners? It's, again, all Diamond Creek when it comes to that running game. And a fantastic tackle there. Jack Johnson, that's a skipper's tackle, isn't it?
Andronico's had...
It was Ben Ham, actually, on the tackle. Ben Ham.
Oh, there you go. Andronico's had the ball on a string in the first 5 minutes of this last quarter.
Ball gets thrown up, tapped straight down, goes straight down to the throat of Diamond Creek. They get a kick away very quickly, back in towards the centre of the ground. They've got the runners. This is where they're dangerous. They come forward to a one-on-one. Bolton's slipped over. That's not going to help them. It's 3-on-1 against them now. They're going to have to get the numbers there quickly. What a tackle by... Oh, that was Bolton again. They're under pressure. Tackle. Another tackle straight away by the Greensborough player. Heads over the ball. Everyone's doing the right thing, and it's going to hit the ground. Umpire saying, play on, punch it out, boys. But they cannot. And we're about 30 metres out, maybe 25 out from the Diamond Creek goal. That's how quick Diamond Creek moved the ball down, Keeney.
No one on the last line of defence here, so they get the ball out and get it over. Nothing in the goal square.
I'd like to see the head protected a little bit more. For both sides here, it's about even, but they're both really putting their head over the ball. Has been a big cut to a player just earlier. Ball thrown in now, 15 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal. Big throw in, both ruckmen, call it even, Stevens.
No, Marshall.
They go over it, they taps it out, well done, keeps the ball moving, the Diamond Creek player. Now tapped out the back, it falls into the hands of the Creek player. Hands over the ball, they're all tackling in, they're tying it up, and the umpire says, I'll have it. We're back to about 40 metres out. On about a 10-degree angle to the far side, Taj Logan heads towards the bench, maybe with a little bit of a corky on the leg, blowing a little bit hard. He's had a fantastic game as well. Ball gets tapped forward to the centre of the ground. Runners everywhere for the Creek again.
Then Money in there again.
Yep, Money goes hard, but he's picked the ball up. He's trying to get out. Ben Ham's been caught, and they've paid it.
The ball.
Yep, right decision there.
Look for someone in the hole here. Nathan Howard's popped into the hole.
Got to get back there for the Greensborough players. The ball gets kicked in, beautiful inside 50, but it's 3-on-1. Surely they wouldn't mark that Diamond Creek. They do, and it's tied up with Kate Garraway fantastically. Ball spills. Little bit of argy-bargy. I don't think those two boys will be hanging out tonight. I'm not sure why they're getting stuck into each other. Ball about to get thrown up 35 metres out from goal, right in front of us on the commentary box side.
Well done by McCubbin there. Read it off the ruckman, Nathan Howard.
Kick there. A great kick and a great grab there by Brenton Keating for Diamond Creek. Goes for an uncontested mark. That's not what you want. For Tyler Barnes to be picking up a free kick there, uncontested. Gives off a 9-metre kick maximum. These are the ones that they probably should have picked up on a little bit earlier. Big bomb in by Diamond Creek into the forward 50.
Great hands.
And
Great
Mr.
hands
Reliable Jackson Davies switches the ball very quickly after he takes the mark. Goes out very, very wide to Campbell Walsh. Campbell Walsh gets the ball to Jack Johnson out on the 50-metre line, their defensive line, up to centre wing. Tom Brindley drops one that he would generally take all day, every day. Would have been a good possession for the boys to grab. Ball comes back in. It's going to have to be these guys again. They've got a runner in.
That's a throw.
Beautiful tap. Oh, yes, it was a throw. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Ball comes up, down through the centre. Goes the big right. He's off. Now the big Nathan Howard. It's a 2-on-1.
Glenn.
Surely it's going to bounce back the other way for Brody Glenn. Cops one in the back. Umpire says no, play on. It's probably the right call.
Great smother
Tap
there.
Smother goes bananas. It's in the forward pocket still, but now they're going to break away Diamond Creek from the last line of defence as he brings the ball up to the winger. One-on-one contest. They've got the runners out the back here. Greensy go out to McCubbin. McCubbin's going to do a switch over to Andronico. Right down the throat. And it's a point. Oh, wow, what a fantastic effort. Who was that player ran through? 27. Sensational for Jacob Booth, of course. Who else? Fantastic. Hasler's got the ball. He's brought it out. It's gone up. Oh, Jack Johnson out on the wing. Looks for the hands. Turns left, turns right. He's caught, but Hasler's there again. Head over the ball. Gives it off to Harry Andronico. Goes a beautiful worm-burning right kick. I think it might be McFawn or Rosenbrook. Goes out wide inside
Brody
50.
Glenn.
Looks for Brody Glenn. Not to be. Ball spells. Play on, says the umpire. Brody Glenn taken off without the ball. Asks for it not to be. And we're going to have a ball in 25 metres out from the Greensborough goal.
You got to eat those runs up, Jolie Randall. You can't drop them in the last line of defence.
It's a throw in. It must have just snuck its way out. Ball thrown in by the umpire. They all rise. A tap out one there by Greensborough. Picked up though straight away by the big man for the other ruckman. for Diamond Creek. Has it. Gives it back to the umpire. It was picked
Nicholas
up there.
Barrow.
Yes, Nicholas Barrow was it? I thought it was Jack Empey. Anyway, not to be. Ball is brought back to ground straight away. Umpire goes. So we're 9 minutes 46 in. Greensborough lead 7-7-49 to Diamond Creek 3-7-25. It's all good. I've got the young bloke out the window worrying whether he's going to get there. It's all good. He's doing a bit of ricochet. Can't know what they're trying to hide the scoreboard from me. Not to be. Ball comes out forward anyway. Picked up by Greensborough. Diamond Creek have the numbers there. Brandon Comp tackled to the ground. Might have been Jack Johnson actually.
Ben Fisher lays a beautiful
Ben Fisher
tackle.
lays a tackle. I think it's going to be a free kick. It's on.
It's on here.
Oh, they're giving him one pretty early. It is on for young and old. This will work in favour of Greensborough. It's in their forward line. Umpire picks out a free kick. That's a bit rough. But umpire picks out a free kick on the last line of defence for
still going
Diamond
on down
Creek.
here.
Switch, you keep your eye on that. I'll bring the ball out here wide. Brandon Comp's going to have to take on one of the players, taken off the ball. Let go by the umpire. Uncontested mark. Straight out to your man. Right on the wing.
Jacob Bedrak.
He's looking for the inside 50. He goes the short kick, 15 metres, right on the line, and taken the mark there by Jesse Thompson for Diamond Creek. He's going to go big inside 50 towards the pocket. Need a punch, and it's a huge mark there by Diamond Creek. Fantastic grab indeed by, I think it is Joey Randall, is it?
No, it's not Joey Farrer, I believe.
Liam Farrer.
Beautiful hands.
We should find out his name eventually, shouldn't we? I know he's a gun, that's all I know. It is Liam Farrar.
Well, I'm standing right behind him as he's having this shot, and I'm have a stab in the dark here, Daz. I reckon he's going to be kicking from about 45 out, and he's tight on the. He's adjusting the laces. He's doing the Matthew Lloyd checking the wind.
Well, if they're going to stay in this game,
he's leading in now. Right foot kick.
He's got it.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, does it come back?
No, just to the right. Beautiful kick, but just not good enough.
Not to be as they progress 1 point closer, 7-7-25. 3-7-25 Diamond Creek to 5-7-49 Greensborough as Big Jackson Davies comes out the back, kick straight down the throat of Tom Brindley. There's been an amazing amount of love between these two today. Out on the defensive 50 line, Tom Brindley goes straight down the wing. This is their way home. They love it down there, but this is where Diamond Creek have seemed to pick the ball up head first every time. They do it again.
And they'll come inboard again.
Exactly. No, they haven't come inboard. They've hugged the wing and picked up another mark there to Diamond Creek. Another mark to Diamond Creek out on the 50. They're going to run into their forward 50 here. They're going to go to him again, to Big Liam, and he's going to... Oh, no, he doesn't get it. Bolts is going to find the safety of the boundary line. I'll tell you what, he probably should have taken that mark.
Yeah, he should have. A lot of heat there by Josh Bolton. He's played a good game today. But Jackson Davies, he's been sensational down back.
Going to be a throw-in 25 metres from the Diamond Creek goal. And
Diamond Creek, no ruckman. No ruckman, Diamond Creek.
No ruckman. Howard goes big tap forward. Come on, Jackson Davies. Can he get it? He can. No, he finds a safety of the boundary line. And now they sit on about the 45 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal.
James Allison, he's wrapped up like a dummy out here. He's got tape hanging off his head to cover that cut that he copped earlier.
Big throw in, both ruckman back in. Howard wins that ruckman, given off to Rosenbrook. He gets the kick away beautifully down the wing, and they find the safety of the boundary right in the centre of the ground on the wing nearest us as we get very, very close to the 14-minute mark of the final quarter, and Greensborough in front, 49-26.
Keating's been fantastic down back playing on Pickett for Diamond Creek. He's been exceptional.
Ball comes back in, another tap win out there to Howard. So good to have him back today. Harry Andronico's been wrapped up here, and it'll be balled up right in the middle of the ground out on the wing closest to us. Ball thrown up, another tap out there to Howard, we'll call it, but they're all the numbers. That was the throw if I've ever seen one from Diamond Creek, but they got away with it. That's fair. Ball's going to drop right in the hands of Ben Money. He gets off, hands under pressure.
Oh, that's in the
too
back every day
high.
of the week.
Too high, umpire. Come on. Oh, he's called. What? Come on. That's not on.
No, that's an ordinary decision, but they're consistent.
Yeah, they've been consistently ordinary here, I think, to be fair. The ball's coming in now. Big kick in by Farrer, I think it was. Big kick, and he goes into forward 50. Taj Logan snaps over the top of the shoulders and snaps for a point. Was it Taj? No, it wasn't Taj Logan. I gave him credit for something he didn't do. It was Miller Connell.
Jackson Davies again out from full-back. Umpire nearly hit him with the
Harry
flag.
Andronico grabs the ball, being special today. He's had a lot of the ball, contested possession, they say, give it off. Does exactly that, comes out to your big fella.
Galletti.
Galletti goes wide. He's going to hold on to possessions out here. Can't see who that is. It's Ben Ham. Who else?
Once again.
Give him the Bataki Ham. Did you like the punchline? Give him the Bataki Ham. He goes out wide, but he turns it over. Not what you want to do. 60 metres out. They go straight away. Diamond Creek. Dale Marshall, Mr. Trusty, goes the beautiful little stab kick. Kicks it over the top, tries to get it out. Bolt's there to mop up again. He's held on. Going to find the safety of the boundary. No, they get their kick away very well. There to mop the ball up out in the deep side. I think is Campbell Walsh. Is it? No, it's Ryan Commander. Commander gets the ball, goes down the line of the wing. Doesn't get the mark
Jolie
there,
Randall
unfortunately.
out.
Comes back in there for
Blake
Diamond
Murphy.
Creek. Great work, Murphy. Takes off. Should have been 50 by the umpire. He stepped over the mark before play on. Diamond Creek continue on their path, though. Now Taj Logan's got the ball out on the centre wing. Hits the target, which is Cade Garraway. He's bet 70 out, maybe 65 out. I don't think he'll have the wheels for this one.
Greensborough's dropped numbers back into the hole here.
Best haircut at Diamond Creek. Gives the quick chip off. He's under pressure straight away. Play on, says the umpire. Yes, well picked up there by Jack Johnson. Good tackle again. Now they'll find the safety of the boundary line, I think.
I think Tranquilli's definitely going to have a chat to Garraway about how quick he gets the ball in.
Yes.
He wasn't happy.
All right, well, we'll see as the ball gets thrown in 45 metres out from the Diamond Creek. Cop one in the back there. Umpire, come on. His hands were in his back as the ball is tied up there from Diamond Creek. I've got to tell you, Diamond Creek's pressure has been elite today.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Elite.
From start to finish.
Their defensive line is amazing. Ball picked up now. Comes out wide by Greensborough. They've got time to turn around. Gives it off to Harry Andronico. He's off. Gives the handball over the top to Commander. Commander to Ham. This is the best piece of play of the day from Greensborough.
Yeah.
Gives the big hands off. I'm not sure who it is, but he's under pressure straight away. Harry Andronico. Who else is going to be there? Caught too high. He's called him ball. He ripped his head off. Oh, my Lord. Anyway,
that was too high, but I'm just going with the calls of the day, so I went with what it wasn't.
Giggly comes in. No, ball's going to fall all into the hands of Brodie Glenn anyway in the goal square on his own, and he's going to be around about 10 or 15 metres out, put on a 45-degree angle by the umpire. He had his head ripped off there. I've got to have a look at that umpire. I actually think he's headless. Mate, and look, it had to be caught him around the waist. It was 100% ball, no doubt in the world. Fantastic chase by Diamond Creek. Maybe they deemed he ducked into it
that was
as
close.
he snuck
That's
it in.
close.
I think he has.
Close.
I
It's
think
a goal.
Brodie Glenn goes snap and bang. As we go 8-7. 54 to Greensborough. Have they called it all clear? Yes, to 3-9-27 on the Waytech rendering scoreboard, and it's going to be very, very hard for Diamond Creek to hang on from here as they extend the lead out to 28 points. Ben, I've got to tell you, it hasn't decided the game, and I like that the umpires have let it go, but there's been a lot of incorrect decisions today.
Yeah, there has been a lot of incorrect decisions, but it has went both ways.
It has.
Well,
That's been fair, and it hasn't affected the game. So please don't think we're calling it against them. We understand it's a tough job out there, and I think they've got a fill-in umpire. Straight through the middle, Marshall picks the ball up uncontested, goes the big touch, hits it inside 50, about 15 metres out from goal, where he's met by a sea of Greensborough players trying to tie the ball up as the young umpire comes in. He throws the ball up so quick, this young man, before the ruckman typically get there.
Oh, he's onto it,
Dale Marshall's done it again, point. Oh, unlucky. Dale Marshall's just run around the back of the pack, put a bit of boot on ball, and unfortunately it didn't find the back of it. Two players remonstrate and talk about it. Nice. Ball comes out, goes to Comp. Comp gets a possession, kicks to an uncontested Jackson Davies. Now they should come back. That's pretty smart.
Out to
come
Bolton.
Back into Panham into Bolton. He's there. You got to move quicker. You got to take it to him. Give him the uncontested possession.
They got numbers again.
No, Andronico was there. Could have gone. I'd be giving it to the big fella McFawn here. There's still an option. Still on his own. There's still a possession there to be had. He's forced to kick to a contest. Safe hands of Brinley.
Not a bad man to kick the ball to.
Oh, he's out on the half-back flank for himself. He's looking for an option. Jack Johnson takes off with his wheels. He's going to show him the ball. Doesn't work out, but he kicks straight down to the middle of the ground as they all fly, and a mark taken there by Diamond Creek on half-back flank. Joey Randall, fantastic mark. Had a good game, Randall, too. Kicks the ball off. He's off straight away. The Diamond Creek player kicks inside 50. It's going to be right on the number there. Picked up there by, is that?
Panham.
Panham as well. Put his head over the ball.
Panham.
Fantastic work as we just fall into the 20-minute mark of the final quarter. It's going to be very, very tough here for the Creek. Ball gets thrown up. Hits the deck. Could be the quick one they're looking for. He did dive on it. That's got to be a free kick. He has called it. No, he hasn't. He's called ball up. He grabbed it back in, didn't he, Ben?
Yeah, he did. Certainly, he pulled it back in. The sun's shining right over War Memorial here.
Ball goes up in the air and tapped in. Head straight over Ben Pammon. Tackled to the ground with his head.
He's called this.
No.
Yes, he's called it.
Mate, he's been driven into the ground with his head. Got to watch that replay back. Got to protect the head. Goodness me. They're having a bit of a chin wag, but... Gee, this is going to fall perfect here for Diamond Creek. They're going to kick the ball from about 25 metres out. Ball's held up there. Umpire hasn't called time on here. He's just let it go.
I'd be filthy if I was the Diamond Creek coach here because, you know what, they could turn it over here and it's a certain goal, but they carry on over nothing.
And he's missed it. He sprayed it to the left. That was their chance to stay in the game, you would have thought, Ben. Is it?
No, he's kicked it.
He's scored the goal. They ran right over the points, didn't they? But it's goal and they needed it. And I think that keeps them alive in this game quite well. I'm going to do a very quick score check, see if there's anything very close. Montmorency absolutely home. They're Eltham and North Heidelberg 61 apiece, and Hurstbridge 5 points in front of Bundoora Quick late into the last quarter. Heidelberg certainly home by over 100 points at this stage. We'll keep our eye on that one as we head back to the centre here. You can take this one, Ben.
I've got Brindley up in the ruck here against Burrow. And Hasler again, quick hands by Murphy. Murphy's been exceptional.
It's all Diamond Creek. He's overrun it. Umpire calls a whistle. Not sure what for. Another Diamond Creek free kick.
Downfield, paid downfield.
To Diamond Creek.
Yeah, Diamond Creek's got
a scoreboard.
Blake Murphy.
8-7-55 Greensborough. 4-10-34 to Diamond Creek.
Oh.
We've got a game on our hands. The mark comes out. Nearly spills. Picked up beautifully by Greensborough in the last line. Defence met very hard by the Diamond Creek players. Beautiful hip and shoulder there. Picked
nice
up there by
McFawn.
McFawn tackled to ground. A tie up here would be ideal for Greensborough.
A little bit late out here on Ben Fisher, so
he's
all right.
I agree. Ball about to be thrown up here, 30 metres out from the Diamond Creek goal. We might still have a game on our hand if they score this next one. Comes out, might have got him too high. Not to be seen according to the umpire. And we are in exactly the same position, 35 metres out from goal. 22 minutes, 45 seconds into the last. I think this will go about 27. Couple of stoppages. Taken off the ball. He didn't have it. Umpire says let it go. Could cost them a goal. Looks like it's going to be on the full, though. I don't know, Benny. It's there's still a lot of pressure in this game, despite the scoreboard being at 21 points in front. Greensborough desperate for a win. Josh Bolton's been excellent in defence today. Brings the ball down forward. All fly, and it is a Jack Johnson. Mark, slow it down would be the advice as the guys break loose. And he's directly in front of the coach's box. Kicks down to centre wing to his half-forward flank. A lot of pressure there. This is where Diamond Creek have done well out the back. Their mop up out the back is sensational. That's one of their very rare mistakes out in the defensive section today, and it's going to be on the 50-metre arc. And there's the siren. It's off. It goes early. Greensborough get the chocolates 8-7-55 to Diamond Creek 4-10-34, and Greensborough want runaway 21-point winners today, which is something they really needed, didn't they, Ben?
Yeah, they definitely needed to win today, and it was a grind out in the end. They ended up getting the chocolates and getting on top in that last quarter, but exceptional effort by Jackson Davies in the back line. I think he was fantastic all day down back. Benny Ham, Andronico in the guts, Tom Brindley. Good to see Benny Fisher back. He wasn't his normal self, but you know what? He's coming back from a pretty big injury, and obviously get a bit of a run on the board and doing good for the future.
Updates, Ben. For me, I thought best on ground today would have been clearly Ben Ham.
Yeah, I think
I thought he was really, really good, to be honest, and look, hard pressed to go against the others because there's so many close. Harry Andronico, I would have put him in the best. I thought he was everywhere. Ned Rosenbrook did plenty today. Nathan Howard was fantastic. And Jackson Davies, can't leave him out of that lot either. So they would be my best five from...
Yeah, done and dusted.
Ben, thank you so much for your effort today in the commentary box. I'm going to rate you out of 10. Do you want a rating?
No, do not want a rating at all.
Going to give you a flat 10. You were sensational all day in the box, mate.
I appreciate
Smashed
it. Thank you.
First day in. Better you than Fish. Anyway, we'll get on with it. We'll play our outro music. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in the Local Sports Network. Until next week, keep kicking goals.
Game time, anytime. Turn it up and let it play. Local Sports Network. All day, your home team, your call. From first whistle to replay. Local Sports Network. We live the game.